Hello everybody, good evening and welcome to the United Stand. It's the Champions League. It's Manchester United in Madrid playing Atletico Madrid. The team news is out. We're sponsored by Wash and Go. Let's hope it is an interesting game for Manchester United that provides a win and we can just wash and go back to England with that result. I'll talk to you more about Wash and Go in a moment, but what I want to talk to you about in the interim is the fact that Manchester United's team news is out. And remember, you can get your own Wash and Go delivered to your door through the link in the video description. So United's starting lineup is one that actually, normally I think if I wasn't so excited, I'd be a little bit confused about. I don't know why we're playing a back five. I tell you what, some people are saying it's a back four. I think it's a back five. We'll see. There is some conflict, even in my ear. But the reality is that the one person I think who'll be happiest with this is Harry Maguire, because he loves a back five. He looks good in a back five. And, are we just coming... we say we're Team Ronaldo. We say we're Social Media FC. Are we becoming Harry Maguire FC because we're playing with a back five all the time? Which is interesting. Somebody just said, is Bruno the captain? I very much doubt that when Harry Maguire is starting. No, Harry Maguire's the captain, so don't need to worry about that. I would be very surprised at that. So the team is, and considering Dalot and Wan-Bissaka are both on the bench here, we have De Gea in goal, Lindelof, Maguire, Varane, Shaw, Sancho, Fred, Rashford, Pogba, Bruno, Ronaldo. I believe this could be a back four with Lindelof at right back and Sancho off the left and Rashford off the right and Fred holding the midfield with Pogba and Bruno and Ronaldo up front. Or, as I suspect, I think it's a back five. I think it's De Gea in goal. I think it's Lindelof, Varane and Maguire as a three. Sancho as a right wing back. Shaw as a left wing back. Fred, Bruno and Pogba as the three, and Rashford and Rashford and Ronaldo as the two. So I think that's it. Scott McTominay's not fit. He's not even on the bench. So, maybe that's forced the hand of the manager a little bit. But, in some ways, I'm not actually that bothered. I mean, Diego Simeone and Atletico Madrid are very boring anyway. They're a very dull, boring side. And if we're going there to be dull and boring and try and get a goal, then so be it. I mean, I'm not, if we were playing a back five at home to Watford at the weekend, I'd have a little bit of a moan, but we're playing a back five in Madrid against Atletico Madrid. And I personally think half time is the end of the game. And I think in this first half, which is the full 90 minutes, obviously, I think that Rangnick knows this game will be won at Old Trafford. And he's probably thinking, look, we don't concede. We just don't concede. We're about to witness a tactical masterclass from Ralph, says Danny. And I think that may be, it may not be pretty, but I think that's what's going to happen. Let me just tell you the starting lineup for Atletico Madrid, because they're playing with a back five as well. They've got Oblak, Visalco, Savic, Jimenez. I can't read the bloody names here. They've got really crap font on they've not done very well with this. Ronaldo, Lodi, Condobia, Llorente, Herrera, João Felix, and Correa, which I think is the team we knew it was going to be 2 days ago. On the bench, they do have Lemar, they've got Griezmann, they've got Suarez on the bench. So they've got options on the bench, but they're going with a 5-3-2 as well. So really easily, this could be a match where they cancel each other out. So, I don't know why there's confusion about the captain, because Harry Maguire is quite clearly the captain. It's been put out on the website. There's a lot of people on social media saying, who's the captain, who's the captain, who's the captain? Well, the captain is Harry Maguire. There is no doubts about that. Lindelof should be CDM, says Roya. Well, we wouldn't have a right back if we don't play there. So the bench is better than the starting lineup, says Paulson. Can't wait for the game, says Liam. And hi, Mark. Do you not think that Lindelof at right back could work with Rashford's poor defensive work rate? Says Flux. And we're about I don't think it. We'll see. We'll see at the start of the game whether it's a back four or a back five. But I think logically it's going to be a back five, because when I look at the bench, you've got two goalkeepers on the bench again, Heaton and Henderson. I mean, fuck it. Why? Why put two goalkeepers on the bench? Started with Ollie and it's continued with Rangnick. It is a little bit of a pet hate and it means absolutely nothing. But surely there's a young player we can bring. Why do we put two fucking goalkeepers on the bench? It really irritates me. Tellez, Bailly, Dalot, Jones. So good defensive cover there. And Wan-Bissaka. We've actually got 5 defenders on the bench. And then Hannibal, Lingard, Mata, Matic, and Alanga. Not great attacking options, to be honest with you. Not great midfield options, but most of them are on the pitch, to be fair. Rashford, Sancho, Ronaldo, Bruno, and Pogba with that. So, we will see what happens with it. But looks like it's a back five. And I can imagine it being quite a tight game, if I'm honest with you. And I think United, I would fancy us to win it. So get your comments in. Let us know what you're thinking about. Charlie Lookin says that Samuel Luckhurst has done a tweet. He does plenty of tweets, mate. I mean, is it anything good or is it just a load of shit? Let's have a quick look. He's saying that... Oh, he's got Bruno Fernandes as the captain 15 minutes ago, which is not the case. It's a UEFA mistake. It's done by UEFA. It's not been done by Manchester United. Have got Harry Maguire as captain. There's no way he wouldn't be the captain. Potential back five versus another back five. Great, says Andrew. And this is just Man United forcing Maguire into the lineup. Lindelof deserves the start, but Maguire has to play. Would rather see Hannibal before Rashford, says Noah. And Glory Glory Man United, says the cringe review. Remember what I said, though? I did say this in the preview. I had predicted that, maybe this would be, not even maybe, I predicted that Rashford was going to have his Harry Maguire moment, and it could well be tonight. Maybe tonight's going to be Rashford's moment because Harry Maguire's had it, a bit of a renaissance. And I think, to be fair, Marcus Rashford's had a lot of criticism, and maybe tonight is going to be Marcus Rashford's night. We will see. We will see what happens with it. But I think it's going to be a back five. I think it will be Lindelof, Maguire, and Varane as the three centre-backs. Jadon Sancho as the right wing-back. And then it's interesting, though, isn't it? I mean, I suppose, look, I will offer a little bit of hope for people thinking it might not be a back five, because it would be rather odd, in my opinion, to play Jadon Sancho as a right wing back when he's been playing so well as a left winger. It would be really, really odd of Rangnick to do that. But then the reason I think he's going to do that is because it's not logical to me that you would do Marcus Rashford there as a right wing back. Maybe he will. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. Roberto Fernandez says Lindelof as a CDM. I don't want to call you out, Roberto, but how the fuck would that work? In that lineup, how would that work? So we're now going to play a back three. Like, somebody's got to play right back. You want to put Lindelof as a CDM? I can't. You're not going to see Lindelof as a CDM, mate. That's not going to happen. We just haven't selected a team that could work in. He will either be right back or he will be right wing back. If he's right back, I suspect we will see Fred holding the midfielder, Pogba and Bruno, Sancho to the left, Rashford to the right, and Ronaldo through the front. And I probably rather would see the back four, if I'm honest with you. The way Atletico Madrid have set up, I'd rather we played our way. But Joshua Bellwater says, does Draughty still do 7-0 predictions? Yeah, God, yeah. Mark, great video on the Fred quotes. Players like Fred know that they aren't going to be playing for a bigger club than United. It's like fantasy camp, says Nate H. And let's get it done tonight, Mark. At least we finished in a high from Sunday, so let's hope we can keep the momentum. Bet Adam is loving the trip away, says Slow Sports News. Yeah, Beth's there as well. She had a couple of days in Barcelona before it, so there we go. Look, we don't know. Cuba's saying, what the hell? What the hell? We've got Victor Lindelof as our right back. We could be playing a back four with a holding midfielder, 2 box-to-box and 2 wide players and Ronaldo. We could be playing a back five and playing Rashford and Ronaldo up front with Jadon Sancho as a right wing back. No Scott McTominay. We don't know what's wrong with McTominay. He had a bad ankle, Scooby-Doo. I've just seen myself pop up on BT. Just saw a clip of me popping up on BT there. I don't know what that's all about. It was only a slim shot, but if you saw it, if you know, you know. I just saw it on BT Sport. But yeah, it's interesting that I think that we will see a back four or a back five. I don't know. I really don't know. Reminds me anyway, look, I've got to do this because Wash and Go are a big supporter of the channel. And as we mentioned last time, Wash and Go are looking for a brand new home for their mascot, Washy. If you've not seen it before, it's a giant green Wash and Go bottle, a lot bigger than the one next to me, and it's bright green. So they're giving you, the viewers of the United Stand, a fantastic opportunity to give Washy a home, as well as the opportunity to win your team a brand new football kit paid for and sponsored by Wash and Go. This team can be a team you play for. Can be a five-a-side team. It can be a team your kid plays for, your mate plays for, your wife plays for, your dad plays for. We will even throw in some extra United Stand merch to sweeten the prize up as well. Brand new kit, Wash and Go as your sponsor for the season. All we need you to do is hit the link in the description and tell us your amazing football team story. This can be how your team stuck by you through a tough time, how you set up a team to help a specific community, like the amazing work that Stonewall FC do and Grenfell FC do, or really any other team story that shows how amazing your team is. I'll personally go through the entries myself and find someone I think deserves the almighty honour of not only receiving Washy, which you don't have to take, but the kit and the merch. So far, we have received some amazing entries, but I want to make sure this prize goes to a team that really deserves it. So what are you waiting for? Hit the link in the description and get yours entry in today. Also, while you're down there, you can also get into the description and get yourself a bottle of Wash and Go delivered to your door by Amazon. It's delivered straight to your door and is the easy way to get amazing hair like mine. Thanks so much to Wash and Go for supporting the United Stand. And very important that you do enter that competition, because some of you will have kids who play for teams and you can be the hero. You can get them a Wash and Go kit. So get there in there, or you might play for a team, or you might know somebody who does play for a team, but make sure you get entered into the competition and you could win a kit sponsored by Wash and Go with some United Stand merch as well, but a kit sponsored by Wash and Go for your team. Get in the link in the video description and enter. Why did Adam make Beth stand in a pothole outside the stadium, says Chris Brown. I don't want to be heightist, but Adam is quite tall and Beth isn't particularly tall. I cannot wait. Let's have it red, says Luke Marshall. And their biggest threat is Korea. He's so fast and he might exploit Maguire, says Connor T. I think, how are we all feeling ahead of the game tonight? Because I think a lot of people that I've sort of been speaking to, and mainly on social media, are very, very confident that Manchester United are going to win this game over the two legs. And therefore, they're confident about the game tonight. And you know what? God, every year I get reminded of how obsessed La Liga fans are about their league. And I've got to say, fair play, they are obsessive to a very, very defensive way. So much so that there are Real Madrid fans saying, we want Atletico Madrid, their big rival, to beat Manchester United, who have their greatest ever player playing for them in Ronaldo, because Goldbridge was slagging off the La Liga. That's how defensive people are about La Liga. And all I've really said is, it's not as good as the Premier League, which is a fact. So what I want to come back to is, this is half time tonight. It's very exciting. It's lovely playing away in Europe. It's lovely playing away in the Champions League in knockout arena. But we lose this game 1-0. It's not a terrible result. We draw this game 0-0. It's a good result. All we want to do, and I said this to, I said it on the Watchalong last night, is if you look at Villarreal and Juventus, 1-1 in Villarreal at home against Juventus, 1-1. That game's over. It's not even a two-leg game now because they've drawn. It's really a last 16 game in Turin, one-game game. There's no away goals. So that draw between Villarreal and Juventus means nothing because it may as well have been 0-0. He never played it. That whole knockout tie is on the game in Turin. Juventus are at home. They're the favourites. And that's how you look at the Champions League now. The away tie, really, if we get a draw, forget about it. It was a nice game. I enjoyed it, but there's no away goals. So it'll just be a one-hit game at Old Trafford where we'd be the favourites because we're at home. So that's the way of thinking about it, really. It's two legs, but if this ends in a draw, well, forget about it. It's all about Old Trafford. If we can get a 1-0 win, great. If they win 1-0, I still think you just score one goal and then you beat them 2-0. So I think we'll be all right. I think we're going to be all right. And I think there's a lot of confidence in the fan base. Now, the team lineup, a lot of people talking about the team lineup. I don't know, have we got a team lineup for the screen? Oh, right. It's because it's paused. 1 minute. Let me, it helps if I don't pause my screen. Yeah, I'm paused. I don't know why I'm used to doing that. Okay, well, I'll run through the team news anyway. But the team is De Gea, Lindelof, Maguire, Varane, Sancho, Shaw, Fred, Pogba, Bruno, Ronaldo, Rashford. Obviously, that makes it sound like it's a back five with Lindelof. We've got a back four on the screen there. I don't necessarily agree with that, but we will see. It could be a back four. I personally think it's a back five. Did you know you would be on BT, Marks, Pratosaurus Rex? I mean, I think they're safe when it comes to copyright because I was literally there for about 2 seconds. But you know what? Whatever. Bruno is not the captain. Maguire is the captain. That was a UEFA mistake. So it is Bruno as the captain. Please smash a like on the video, by the way. Make sure you subscribe. Bottom right-hand corner. We're on the road to 280,000. Lindelof inverted and Maguire captain. Yes, these are things we already know. We don't know the formation for definite. I personally think it's a back five with Sancho as a right wing back and Rashford in the front two. But we will see. I mean, I don't particularly think Rashford and Ronaldo play well as a front two. So I wonder whether Rashford would be a right wing back, but that would be really dangerous. If we are playing a back five, it can only be Sancho as a right wing back because I would not like to see Rashford playing as a right wing back. I don't think he's got the defensive responsibility. But if we were playing a front two, I'd want it to be Sancho and Ronaldo, not Rashford and Ronaldo. So, you know, Cavani's missed the trick because if we were going to play a front two, he would have played tonight, wouldn't he? It would have been Cavani and Ronaldo, which I would have much preferred. Pan says Sancho right back. What you on about? Well, who's the right wing back if we're playing a back five then? That's what I'm saying. And we've got a back four on the screen, as you can see. But if we are playing a back five, who is that wing back? Get your comments in. We've had a super chat from Sam. He says, I'm American, but Lindelof is taking a piss. He will get used and abused all game. Korea will destroy Maguire, and I'm predicting 4-1 Atletico. Wow. That better not happen, mate, because I'm going to have to come off the internet if we get smashed up tonight. I won't be able to move for La Liga fans from Norwich telling me that I got it wrong. Could be a plot twist. Sancho at left wing back and Shaw at left centre back. Yeah, let's put 5 players out of position. Lots of responsibility on Fred, though. I don't think this has been spoken about enough. Look, Fred for me is a top guy. I love his comments. We spoke about it this morning. He said, you know, the way the club's been run effectively ain't good enough. But I do think in this quest to discuss whether we're playing a back five or not, I do think there's a more important thing. Is that midfield strong enough with Pogba, Fred and Bruno in it? Some people would say no. One of my favourite midfield performances from Manchester United over the last 3 years. Can I just shock you? It was Sevilla, semi-final of the Europa League 2 years ago. We got knocked out. The defence was crap. We conceded 2 rubbish goals from crosses. The forwards were crap. Rashford and Martial missed loads of chances. But the midfield three of Fred, Pogba and Bruno dominated that midfield. It very, very rarely works, but it very rarely gets used. But I like it. And, you know, hopefully it can work because I like the idea of Fred, Pogba and Bruno. But has Fred got the discipline? And Pogba will have the discipline with him as well. He won't be able to wander forward. Mark, I reckon this is a 3-4-3 with Shaw and Pogba on either side. Bruno and Fred through the middle to attack in numbers and also have strong defence. I mean, we could play Pogba as a left wing back or a right wing back. It'd be very odd, Summit. I don't know whether we'll get any release on that. Maguire is the captain. The club website has said he's the captain. The club's Twitter says he's the captain. It's UEFA saying not. So I think I will side with Manchester United on that one. So, you know, I'm just trying to see if I can find something out for you. Do you think McTominay's a loss, Mark? Well, I tell you what, Simeone's probably running around the stadium with his pants around his head, isn't he? Because, I mean, look, that's a horrible thought, but I don't know whether you saw his comments today. He basically said that Manchester United have got 2 of the best midfielders in the world in Pogba and McTominay. Now, look, even people who think McTominay's good would not describe him as one of the best midfielders in the world. So I don't know. I mean, Simeone has fell off. It's sad how far he's fallen off. But, you know, there is no McTominay today. And hopefully that means he will be back for Watford because whatever you think about McTominay, we don't really have anybody who can play that role. So I hope he isn't going to be injured for a long time. What is the win-loss record without Fred, says Bob. It's good. We've got a good record with Fred. You make a good point. I don't know what it is, Bob, but we've got a good record when he does play. Benfica are playing Ajax tonight as well. In spite of Ronaldo playing, our poor record against Spanish teams in Europe concerns me, says Subo. Well, this is a whole big backstory to this game as well, which I find massively exciting. The whole Ronaldo against Atletico Madrid, and, you know, there is a lot of history there. Sue's incoming, hat-trick tonight, says Ivan Whelan. 3-4-3, Pogba left midfield, says Metro Brown. How would that work? I'm seeing this a lot and I'm open to it, but how does a 3-4-3 work with Pogba as a left midfielder? People seem to forget we've picked a left back. So why would Luke Shaw, if Pogba would have to go to the right? Because if you're playing a 3-4-3, it would be Lindelof, Maguire and Varane. What are you going to do? Put Luke Shaw right back to right midfield to put Pogba left midfield. That doesn't work with the team that we've picked. I think some people are picking the formation based on we haven't picked the team yet. We've picked the team. Luke Shaw's playing. He's a left back. Lindelof, Varane and Maguire are centre-backs. Lindelof could play right-back, but you can't put Pogba left midfield in a 3-4-3 because where's Luke Shaw going to play? Oh, he could be played as a centre-back, and then we could be playing Lindelof as a right wing-back. Well, I think we might be delving into something. Nick P says, I'm not confident tonight, Mark. These boys are serial bottlers. I wouldn't trust them to pour milk in my tea, let alone get a result in Spain. He's going for it. Nick P's going for it. Mark, Simeone is anti-football. That's 5 at the back with Kondogbia holding and Herrera sitting with him. Burnley would be embarrassed with this, as Marcus. He's boring. I don't like Simeone for 2 reasons, right? 1, he plays crappy, boring football. 2, he got Beckham sent off in 98. So I hope Ronaldo scores a hat-trick, runs up to him, lifts his top up, and it's a big picture of Beckham going, swivel on it. I love it. I bloody love that. Feels like Ralph's trying to accommodate Maguire. He knows, and anyone who watches football knows, Lindelof is the best partner for Varane and Rashi, says Nips. McTominay, for all the hate he gets, would have been the best option against their midfield. His physical game would have been key. Fred can't do it, says Oliver M. I've held my hands up, man. I've held my hands up. I've got my hands up, mate. Got my hands up. You know, Man City, yeah, man. I've got my hands up, man. I've got my hands up, man. Right, I agree. I just said it. I don't think McTominay's perfect. I don't think he's anywhere near good enough. But I still think that he's better than Matic and he's better than Fred in that role. I don't think he is a holding midfielder, but he's the best option we've got. Rangnick has done this during his whole tenure, yet he's playing Lindelof as a right back. Pure Ollie vibes, even if it works, says Levon. Mark, just wanted to apologise about my comments on Ronaldo a couple of weeks ago. I was completely wrong. Just frustrated that results shadowed my opinions, says Ivan. We've all forgotten about it, Ivan, so don't worry. Just get on the hype train. UEFA is being more sensible than Man United. They made Bruno captain, says Arjun. And I think Rangnick is trying to copy the same formation as that of Atletico, says Gobic. There's a good tactical point been made by 2 of you so far. Thanks for the super chats, and I'm going to come back to that. All I'm going to say is Burnley. You have to admit that this is a scary team on paper for any opposition to look at. I think Lindelof has been given a better position over central roles, says Slow Sports News. Shall I send my Weghorst to Madrid to walk Maguire during the game, says Sean Deitch. If Lindelof is right back, it's the club forcing Rangnick to keep playing Maguire, and Ralph can't drop either Varane or Lindelof after his Leeds performance, says Abdu. Honestly, love Ralph. Lindelof is on form and finds a way in the team. We know Maguire starts every game for reasons within the board. It's still refreshing, says Chaos. And Lindelof is a former right back from the days in Sweden and Benfica. Most likely it's a 4-2-3-1, says Anton. I do agree that a back 4 would be the least disruption to that team because you play Rashford on the right, Sancho on the left. If we are playing a back 5, either Rashford or Sancho is playing as a right wing back, and I don't think that's a good idea. But you know what? What I did want to say is that I think Atletico Madrid are going to try and scam their way through this. I think it's going to be a tight game. I have a feeling we're going to see our favourite girl Sue today, says Maxwell Ezan. Look, I've heard that Sue has been she's been to the hairdressers. She's had her hair dyed and permed. She's had her makeup done. She's got a lovely red dress. She's got lovely shoes on. She's ready to come out tonight. So, you know, United better not stand her up. DJ, thank you and welcome to the Members Club. And Varane, Maguire, Lindelof, centre-backs, Shaw, left wing-back, Sancho, right wing-back, Fred, Bruno, Pogba, Rashford, Ronaldo's. No other answer is accurate. I basically said that, Mario, so we're on the same page there. I do just want to say, though, there was a couple of comments talking about Rangnick matching up to the opposition. Now then, this would not surprise me at all, because if you think about it, he has been doing this quite a lot. The prime example of this was Burnley a couple of weeks ago. He basically set us up against Burnley to play like Burnley, but with better players. It was about winning the first and second balls and being physical. And in the first half an hour, it worked fantastically well. Is he doing it again? We're playing Atletico Madrid. Let's play them at their own game. Let's play a back five. Let's be a bit conservative. They're the home team. Let them attack us. We'll take a point. We'll take a draw. Because you know what? I think it might be a bit anti-football for us. But imagine if Rangnick his plan is, look, we draw. We'll draw the game. And then it means nothing. Because in 3 weeks when we play at Old Trafford, the draw means nothing. There's no away goals. It doesn't mean anything. It's just a one-hit wonder at Old Trafford and we'll beat them there. Maybe that's the way he's looking at it. Maybe he thinks if we try and play in a more expansive way, they could get an early goal. We could get beat 2 or 3-0 and then the tie's over. So maybe he's just thinking, look, we don't get beat. Simple as that. Sue says, thanks for all the love. Simeone is still the current champion of Spain, though. I like this formation. Lindelof's offensive output has been very impressive going forward, says Alberto Sanchez. Did Atletico Madrid win the La Liga last year? I thought Real Madrid won it. Answers on a postcard. I thought Real Madrid won the La Liga last year. Maybe I'm wrong. Lindelof did well running into space. But actually, they probably didn't because they changed the manager, didn't they? Sancho will... yeah, they won it. They did win it. Sorry. Fair play. Give them a bit of credit. I didn't realise they'd won it. I knew they were near the top, but I thought Real Madrid had come back and won it. Well done. It's only about 7 months too late, but well done, Atletico Madrid, for winning the league last year. We're only halfway through this year, but well done, Atletico Madrid, for winning your league. I actually thought Real Madrid had won it. Lindelof did well running into space. Sancho will push them back. Fred is energetic enough to track back quickly. Good decision. Going for the win, says FL. Champions League, Ronaldo is a different beast. He's been amazing for us in the Champions League this year. I back him to continue. So, says PG. And Maguire, Varane, Lindelof, Pogba, Fred, Shaw, Sancho, Ronaldo, Rashford. Don't know what it means, Amit, but thank you very much. If you want to become a member, by the way, you can click the join button and join. You get a badge next to your name. Thank you very much for supporting the channel. And please do subscribe, bottom right-hand corner, to do that. We're on the road to 280,000. Thanks everyone who subscribes, bottom right-hand corner. And Slow Sports News. Jim White, yellow tie, crunchy nut cornflakes, Audi driver. Slow Sports News. Atletico Madrid won La Liga last season. If you didn't know, like me, very ignorant of me, I probably did know, but took absolutely no notice of it. I thought they were top and Real Madrid came back and won it. I was wrong. I don't feel foolish because they're crap this year and that's what matters. But yeah, they did win it last year. Yeah. We're 300 subscribers away from 278,000. So please subscribe, bottom right-hand corner, for that one. Got my red dress on and I'm ready to strip it off, says Sue. Don't do that, Sue. We don't want a strip show. We just want you to come out on the pitch so we can all go, Sue! Rangnick said we're going to win at Old Trafford. We're going to play a defensive counter-attack game today. Get that point, says Ricky D. And I smell a hat-trick from Cristiano Ronaldo, says Luke. And Jim White and me in the mud, says Boring Panda. And Swivel on it, says Paps. There will be a lot of there'll be a big satisfaction if we win the game tonight over there. It could end up being a draw, but I really really hope that we do win, because I'd love to see Ronaldo just winding up their fans like he has done many a time through his Real Madrid and Juventus career. Soccer Junkie says United should absolutely smash Atletico today, even in Madrid. I think that might be a little bit too far. Get your score predictions in the chat. In fact, I will just do a live poll just while I'm chatting to you. We like a bit of a live poll, so we'll put results. I don't think many people will predict Manchester United to win it 3 or 4-0. I mean, look, anything's possible in football, but I think this game will be tight. And it might not be tight at Old Trafford. I don't think that's the way. I personally think that, right, that's in there for you to vote. I personally think that the most likely result is probably a draw, but Atletico Madrid don't really create many chances. Threat at the back in possession for a safer high line. Shaw holding width. Sancho tucking in. Then we have 5 primary attackers to match their back 5, says Benjamin Isaacson. and had a dream that Man United won 6-5, says Daily Dose of Aviation. Definitely not going to happen. Like it to happen, but definitely not going to happen. Beauville says, please stop asking for a draw. I'm not asking for a draw. I want Manchester United to win. I'm just saying that it would be good. Apparently, Mctominay's not very well. Scooby-Doo. He's not very well. Scooby-Doo. Get well soon. Get well soon. Scooby-Doo. Get well soon. I mean, look, at least it's not an injury. I reckon United to scrape a 78-1 win, says Luke Marshall. And, I mean, look, what did anybody think about this quote from Fred that Man United can win the Champions League? I think I personally like what some of the things Fred said, but I think this shows the problem in that United squad. If they genuinely think they can win the Champions League, and some people would say you've got to have a positive mindset, I would say just keep your gob shut. Like, I wouldn't even talk about we can win the Champions League. I don't see the point. I'd actually say, look, we're in the Champions League. We're in it to win it, but we'll take every game as it comes. I'm not going to talk about whether we can win it or not, because a lot of things can happen. We're just focusing on this tie. It's always the hype, isn't it? It's always, let's talk about winning it. So when we get knocked out, everyone will laugh at us. I've got a good feeling about this game and the coming March in general. I think Ralph is going to getting into right gear at the right time. Says what? And welcome to the Members Club, Mundia. Lindelof can't be playing right back, surely, says Curtis. Lindelof cannot be a CDM. I keep having to come back to this, and I feel like screaming every time I have to. How the hell is Lindelof playing as a CDM in that system? It would leave us with 3 defenders and no right back. Like, there is no way on this planet that 11 can accommodate Lindelof as a CDM. We would have picked Delo if we were going to do that. So he will either play at right back or we will play a back 5 with Sancho as a right wing back, I believe. But, Lindelof does deserve to start the game. He does deserve to start the game. Scott McTominay is absent tonight due to illness. That's the update. We don't know what he's got. Hopefully it's not Scooby flu, and hopefully it's just a cold or something like that, because we don't want to see a COVID thing or anything like that with Man City coming up and a game at the weekend. Yeah, that Atletico Madrid team has been leaked pretty much since 24 hours ago. I think I saw that team yesterday morning. So, McTominay's absent due to illness. And I think the only positive from that is that it's not an injury, because he did put a few tackles in at the weekend. Atletico Madrid have let 20 goals in the last 10 games, says Simon, which is amazing, because one of the things about Atletico Madrid that you would, if I said to you, tell me about Atletico Madrid, what comes to your mind? I think you would have said, what comes to mind for me, Mark, is clean sheets and good defence. They've arguably got the best goalkeeper in the world in Oblak, but they're just not playing very well this season. I mean, they're sixth in La Liga, but they're just not playing very well. No, what have they done here? I'm trying to not understand it. I don't understand it. There are 3 Premier League games going on tonight as well. Liverpool against Leeds, which we don't really care about. But Watford are playing Palace, which we don't care about. But Burnley are playing Tottenham tonight. So that's going to be an interesting game, because that could have an impact on the top 4. So we'll see what happens with that. Could it be because Trippier left and that's why Atletico Madrid are not any good anymore? It could be. It could be. I doubt that's the reason, but it could be. I don't actually think it is, but it could be that. It could be that. Get your questions in. Welcome to the Members Club, no censor, and give the captain's armband to De Gea. Maguire doesn't rally the team when we're struggling. There's more enthusiasm in a wet paper bag. Wan-Bissaka, centre back, says Knack. Okay. And Bruno is not the captain. Getting a bit tired of that one. Don't care about Liverpool, says Paul. I am interested in the Burnley Spurs game because that does, could do with Burnley getting a result, really. Tottenham win and Wolves win tomorrow. Probably not most likely, says Devs. And Suarez and Griezmann are on the bench, says Aled. Maguire hat-trick incoming, says Coca-Cola. Arsenal will win the Champions League this May, says David. Don't tell Arsenal fans, they'll believe it. And Oblak ranks outside the top 100 goalkeepers in the top 5 leagues, says Ronan, which is why stats are sometimes a load of crap, aren't they? Because I think a career is more than 6 months of a season. You've got to take into account the goalkeeper. I mean, this is the thing for me. Is Oblak outside the top 10 goalkeepers in the world, let alone the top 100? He might not be having a good season, but I still think he's one of the best goalkeepers in the world. Class is permanent, isn't it? Form is temporary. But, hopefully we can exploit whatever the problem is with them. Why is Lindelof starting? Says Snowy Content. Because he is. And I can feel a Fred hat-trick, says Big Nose. And Lindelof is weak on the ball as well, so would be terrible at CDM, says XCP. Who's to get promoted from the Premier League, says Tyler. And have you spoken to Paul Ince since his appointment? He's on the show on Friday morning, Gaz. And just got here, why is Lindelof at right back, says Charlie Griffiths. We've not heard from Ranić yet, so we don't know whether there's any tactical reason for it. And Chaos Drive says Bruno, Ronaldo, Pogba, maybe even Rashford will be up for this game. So excited. They should all be up for it, mate. All of them. Hi, Mark. It's my birthday today. Just a quick word on United. The fish may rot from the head down, but the cream always comes to the top, says Hayden. There we go. Deep and meaningful. Oblak is fantastic. He's just having a bad season, says Simon. Mark, we could be playing a 3-4-3 like many people are saying in the chat. Yeah. 3-4-3, 5-3-2. They're basically the same thing. Like 3 centre-backs with 2 full-backs that push forward, back 5 when you've not got the ball. I don't think it's rocket science to say we're playing a 3-4-3. I mean, the issue with that is if you're playing a 3-4-3, you've still got to play Sancho or Rashford as the right midfielder. Hi, Mark. I just wanted to know if you rep. I don't rep anyone, says Cashin. I don't rep anyone. And boring Atletico again, parking the bus, says Simon Person. And Atletico going to play great against us. Watch, says Godfather. I think Atletico Madrid have gone quite negative considering they're the home team. I'm a little bit disappointed in them, to be honest with you. I would have expected them to play a little bit more on the front foot with them being the home team. But, Simeone has got through to finals in the past by being a bit of a shithouse defensive manager. So maybe he's just going to stick with that. Hi, Mark. It's my birthday today, says Hayden. Just a quick word on United. I've done that one. And also, I didn't hear you say it was your birthday, Hayden. So happy birthday to Hayden. Why isn't Suarez starting, says Maria? Because he's on the bench. Griezmann's on the bench because he's only really just come back. 30,000 watching. I suspect it's going to be a big night tonight. So make sure you subscribe, bottom right-hand corner, and get involved with the chat. You're very, very welcome. We've also got Gorav saying, today the wingers must pass the ball to Ronaldo. Rather than going deep into the box and take risks, instead pass or cross the ball to the fox in the box, says Gorav. I quite fancy Rashford to get a goal tonight. I do. I quite fancy him to get a goal tonight. We'll see what happens, but I do fancy him to get a goal tonight. I do. I will be keeping you up to date on the Spurs game as well. Do you think Fellaini uses wash and go, says John Sebastian? He'd probably have to use the whole one of them if he did, because I use a good squirt for this much hair and I haven't got that much. So imagine if you've got loads of hair, you must have to use half a bottle. But remember, you can get your wash and go. Good plug there. You can get your wash and go delivered to your door through the link in the video description. Fantastic 2-in-1 shampoo and conditioner. Your hair could look as good as mine. Doesn't do anything if you're bald. I wouldn't bother with it. But yeah, if you've got hair, it's a great thing to do. And also, remember the competition we've got from Wash and Go. You can win a kit for your team or your son's or daughter's team or your friend's team. Or if they've got a team, let them know We're doing a competition where you can win a kit sponsored by Wash and Go. Links in the chat. Get onto it. Big time. Got £50 on Burnley, Leeds and United to win. I'm blaming you if it doesn't come in. So Oliver thinks Burnley are going to beat Spurs, Leeds are going to beat Liverpool, and United are going to beat Atletico Madrid. I think you may as well have took that 50 quid, Oliver, and burnt it in your garden. You may as well have set it on fire, because that is a big waste of money. There's charities there that could have had that money. What else have we got? Bradley Nolan, welcome to the members club. You're very welcome. And I can really see this match being 3-0 to either team. I've no idea who's going to come out on top here, says Sam. Sam Matter, I tell you what, if it ends up 3-0 to either team, I'd be absolutely stunned. I really don't think we'll see that many goals. I just don't. I think we'll see. I think it'll be tight. I think it will be 1-1, 1-0, 2-1. I don't see anything more than that. I just don't think Atletico Madrid anybody's capable of being smashed. We got smashed at home by Liverpool, and I never would have seen that coming, but I just don't think that's going to happen. Zubi says that Atletico Madrid have been poor this season, but they play a mental game as well, which will be the true test for United. Prepared for 11 men running to the ref after every foul. I think this is a great point by Zubi, and it's probably something that we're going to find very frustrating tonight. They have really, really a different mentality in La Liga to the Premier League. There's a lot more tactical fouls, which is obviously, you'll be aware of it from Man City and Pep, and they do look for those advantages. So we've got to be wise to it. Hi, Mark. Had a really rough day today. Thank you for making it more bearable and always helping me out in tough times, says Scott. I hope you're feeling good, Scott, and I hope the game delivers and puts a smile on your face. And Ralph has spoken about the lineup. We should have some quotes coming in. Let me just see if I can get those for you. What's Ranić had to say? I can't do anything, mate. It's okay. I'll have a look. Yeah. So Ranić says that McTominay's ill, unfortunately. I spoke this afternoon. He's still not feeling well. We had a little bit of hope that he might be available, and we had to find the best possible formation and lineup without Scotty. So there you go. The nicknames from Ollie have passed over to Ranić. Rashi, Scotty, Tony. Oh, he's not here anymore. Donny's gone here. He's gone as well. Freddie, Ronaldo. What does this do to wing-back's confidence? He should start. He played great last game. Wan-Bissaka's like, I don't know, Samir, a lot of people thought Wan-Bissaka played badly on Sunday. I think it's a divisive comment. I thought he played well, but a lot of people didn't think he played well. I think Deleu's unlucky. I think the point's more valid for Deleu. I think Deleu's unlucky not to start, really. Got ditched today by my girlfriend. Only a United win with a Cristiano. Sue will do it. If I'm not, I'm crying, says Sarab. Get back on the horse and ride it. That means get on the horse's back and ride the horse away. Don't do anything that you might think I mean. Bench looks weak, says Hardick. And yeah, so you've got the comment on the screen there from Simon Peach on McTominay. He's ill. I spoke with him this afternoon. He's still not feeling well. We had a little bit of hope that he might be available, but he was not. So we had to find the best possible formation. There you go. No Cristiano. No, not God. We've got Ronaldo playing. No Scott McTominay. Nicknames are Ollie's legacy. And never let. And A Hearty says nicknames are Ollie's legacy, and never forget it. People talk about what Ollie did for this club in the 3 years he's here. What will the enduring thing that Ollie did for this club in years to come be he remembered for? Will it be trophies? Will it be great football? Will it be scintillatingly exciting title races? No. It'll be putting the Y's on the end of people's names to give them a nickname that sounds affectionate. That's what Ollie's legacy will be. So there we go. Rashi starts tonight. How do you feel playing in Madrid? Says Abdul. Look, ultimately, you can probably tell by my mood, I'm very excited. I love the Champions League, and I've always loved the Champions League, and it's much better when Manchester United are in it, but I still love watching the Champions League anyway. There's just something about the elite tournament of Europe with the best teams from Germany and Spain and England and others in it. And yeah, I love the Champions League, and it's even more exciting when United are in it. And I love the fact that we're playing in Madrid. It's a massive stadium. You know, normally we're playing bloody Carrow Road or, you know, the Etihad or something like that. We're playing in Madrid on a Wednesday night in the biggest tournament in the football tournament in club football. And we should enjoy it. And look, we've got no control on what happens on the pitch. We're just fans with predictions and ideas on how we should play. We don't know what's going to happen, so we hope and we enjoy. Will Ralph get the job if he finishes 6th in the league and somehow miraculously wins the Champions League? I think Cal, it won't matter where we finish in the league. If he wins the Champions League, he'll get the job, won't he? In my opinion, can see something coming from Rashford today. Stop nicking my ideas, Electro Dan. I'm not having this. I'm not having it, Electro Dan. You keep doing it all the time. I said this before on the Leeds preview. I said I've got a feeling Maguire's going to score, and he did. I said in the Atletico Madrid preview, I've got a feeling this is going to be Rashford's night. Stop jumping on my ideas. No, you can if you like. No, I agree. I think Rashford's overdue. You can't keep playing like Rashford forever. At some point, he's going to do something good. He might go back to being poor again for a few games, but there will be a moment. Atletico's defence, and this is the problem we have as United fans, because we do it with Fred, we do it with Maguire, we do it with Mctominay, we do it with other players as well. They have one good performance, and everyone forgets the previous 8 and the next 8. It's always, oh yeah, they're brilliant. Atletico's defensive setup may see them struggle to create chances, and United's pace could cause them issues, says Gaz. Extremely nervous for this game as we need to win, I feel. We always play better away from home, says Noah. And Nicole, thank you very much for the super chat there. You can do that through the $ if you so wish. Right, let's end the poll because we've had 20,000 votes. Wow. I'm quite surprised. And I suppose this reflects on the confidence of United fans going into this game, which I would describe as slightly overconfident because we've had 20,000 votes. United to win 61%, draw 21%, Atletico Madrid to win 17%. I've got to say, I think that is a little bit overconfident. I hope it's right, but I do think it's a bit overconfident to have 61% of us saying that we're going to win away in Madrid, considering we've only played well in our last game. I don't think we played well against Brighton. I think we beat them because they had a man sent off. I don't think we played well against Southampton. I don't think we played well against Burnley. So, you know, we're taking a Leeds performance and saying we're going to go to La Liga champions and win in their own backyard. I think a draw is more likely or a 1-0 win. But if it is a win, you're right. You're absolutely right. Nothing wrong with that, Mark. Let's go, says Michael Talbot. And you know what? Somebody just said there, I think Maguire's going to slip up. I would actually say he probably won't slip up because if we're playing in a back 5, it's more protection for Maguire, isn't it? I don't think he'll get exploited. It's probably why we are playing a back 5. I think, you know, I'm going to take some notes for the match reaction, but the back 5 for me protects Maguire, who is for me the weakest spot in that defence. So more protection. I also think that he doesn't want to concede a goal. No, Mctominay equals 50% more chance of a result. If we didn't play Rashford, it would be 100%. People need to understand how bad these two are, says Michael Nelson. Interesting there. Lindelof is a perfect choice at right back, says Nick Perry. And my boy, João Felix, is playing, says Jason. Well, I think in relation to Scott McTominay, I think he is a bit of a loss for us. I do. I was tempted to put draw, but I'm backing United, says Reflex. And Deluded Manx, apparently. Maguire has more protection than Durex. There we go. Lovely stuff. Ronaldo, well, all I'm going to say is Ronaldo, Champions League Ronaldo is something very, very, very different to anything. He's the all-time top scorer in the Champions League. You know, he's one of the greatest players that's ever played the game. And I think that, you know, you've got to be aware of that and, you know, think about what he can do, what he could do in a game like this. Absolutely huge. I think Rashford and Ronaldo will score. I'm feeling sure to score. Look, I think with Rashford tonight, and I think I speak for every United fan, I just don't want Rashford to be selfish and greedy. You know, Ronaldo's up for it tonight. He's got his earring in. Not his hearing aid. He's not that old. He's got an earring in. 18 minutes to go. make sure you get Ronaldo on the ball, and make sure that if you're Marcus Rashford, you're a bench player at the moment. Don't overdo it. I think Rashford just needs to, I've been saying this about Rashford for weeks. I like Rashford. Just simplify your game, mate. Get the ball, lay it off and move. If you're in space to shoot, shoot, but don't shoot from 35 yards. That's what I want to see from him today. I want to see him keeping the ball and playing the game in a simple way. You're a bench player at the moment. You're not Marcus Rashford of old. So, keep it simple. Keep it simple. That's all I ask. Please, Marcus, keep it simple. Sue will score and United win, says James Porter. Lindelof used to be a right back. Maybe Rangnick just didn't want to drop at all costs because of this, says Harris. If you said he's playing at right back, you could be right. Mark, do you think we were weakened in January? Give me Donny van der Beek and Martial over Mctominay and Rashford any day, says Michael. And hey, Mark, so excited that Champions League is back. Atletico not in great form and we aren't either. Will be an even game, says Vignesh. And imagine City, Liverpool or Chelsea manager having to play a back five to accommodate a centre-back that the board wants to play, says B. Yakov. Right, I just want to talk about this game a little bit because we're 15 minutes away. So what I want to say is this. We have got a Spanish opposition, and therefore, when you think about United, I'm just trying to, I don't know whether there'll be a site that can tell me this. When you think about United, and I remember even Sir Alex, we got knocked out of the Champions League and we had to play in what was the Europa League. I don't know whether it was called that then. And I think we played Bilbao and they played us off the park. We don't have a very good record against Spanish teams, whether it's Sevilla, Villarreal. We don't have a good record against Spanish teams. They like to pass the ball about. Now, Atletico Madrid, do they like to play like that? We'll have to wait and see. They're definitely playing as a... Oh, that looks like they're playing as a back four there. They've got 4 defenders in a row doing heading. It looks like they're playing in a back four. Lindelof, Varane, Maguire and Shaw. It looks like it's a back four. I'd rather it be a back four than a back five. God, my phone is annoying. Do you ever notice this with your mobile? When it gets to about 2 years old, predictive text just dies. It just makes up words. It would be interesting to see Lindelof play right back the way Lam did and Tyler Adams sometimes does, moving into CDM role as we push forward in attack, says Jason. And also, Champions League Ronaldo and Varane will make us win the trophy. Being too optimistic, but this is how I feel. You know what? Even if Champions League Ronaldo turn up, even if... I just want to make this clear as well. The enormity of the task in front of us. Even if Champions League Ronaldo turns up, Champions League Varane turns up, elite De Gea turns up, elite Bruno turns up, Maguire and Rashford find their elite form, as does Luke Shaw, as does Paul Pogba, as does Jadon Sancho. Even if every one of our players finds their elite level, is our 11 better than Man City, Liverpool, Bayern Munich, PSG, Chelsea? And we'd have to probably beat 2 or 3 of them. That's why I don't think we'll win the Champions League. Because one, we'd all have to find elite levels, which we don't look like we can. And even then, I just still don't think our team is as good. So I don't think we will be able to win the Champions League. But we've just got to hang in there as long as we can. And what I would say though, I think we're going too far ahead of ourselves. Why are people talking about us winning the Champions League? It's the same thing. I think some United fans never learn. When we beat PSG that night in Paris, I find that night quite embarrassing. A lot of people look back on it and go, oh, that penalty from Rashford. It was the biggest smash and grab I've ever seen. And in the next round, Barcelona obliterated us. And it was the quarterfinal we got knocked out in. So I just think let's take each game at a time. That's all we can do. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. We start talking about winning leagues and golden boots and Ballon d'Ors and all this shit. And actually, our form over the last 10 years has been abysmal. Let's just look at the game as an individual game. And what I would say is it's not acceptable to get knocked out by Atletico Madrid. They are 6th in La Liga. They're having a bad season. They're conceding a lot of goals. It would be embarrassing to not get through this tie. And then let's see what happens in the quarterfinals. Because I tell you what, if we pull out Man City or Bayern Munich or Chelsea or Liverpool, we'll be the underdogs. And if we get through, we get through. Welcome to the Members Club, Aditya. I think Lindelof could do the same job as Tomiyasu, says John. And I do think as well, one of the real key points that I didn't really finish up on is that we do tend to struggle against Spanish sides. Why do you think we struggle against Spanish sides? I think we struggle against Spanish sides because Spanish sides tend to be very confident on the ball. Think of Pep, Barcelona, Man City, Bayern Munich. Think of Sevilla. Think of Valencia. Think of all these teams over the years that have played United and been confidently knocking the ball about. And I think that's exactly what Paps is saying there. It's their passing ability. It's their ability to pass the ball, keep the ball. And that's what worries me. We played Villarreal this season at Old Trafford. I don't know how they didn't beat us because they were so much better than us. But what they didn't do is they didn't kill us off. And that is our chance. Get this game to Old Trafford, use the Stretford end and the Old Trafford crowd and annihilate them with that Old Trafford crowd. I think that always gives us a chance. Palace are 1-0 up if you're interested in that, by the way. Palace are playing Watford, who we play on Saturday. So Watford playing tonight is quite a positive for us, actually. Good news, good news. I'm happy that they're playing because it puts us both as fresh as each other. Liverpool have just kicked off against Leeds and Spurs are playing Burnley. We could do with Burnley getting a result there. That would help us out in our quest for top 4. So it could be a good night for us tonight. Arsenal against Wolves tomorrow night, if you're interested in that. It's an 8 o'clock kickoff, yes. How many times in our history have we won a game when we shouldn't have? It's our trademark under Sir Alex, says Stu Mellon. I disagree with that, Stu. I don't think we were underdogs many times with Sir Alex. I think we were a team that were favourites a lot of the time. We weren't underdogs in the 99 final. We just, we had a few injuries. Watford have equalised 1-1. Nick 97 says, hi, Mark, just home from work. I can't believe what I'm seeing. Maguire's not captain. You've probably already spoken about it, but what's your thoughts? Could be major progress. Nick, I don't want to ruin it for you, but he is the captain. UEFA tweeted out that Maguire was not captain and Bruno was captain, but Manchester United tweeted the team out with Maguire as captain. So I don't know what's gone wrong there, but he is the captain. Only United can sign Ronaldo and not have a plan to use him, says Liam Deegan. Thanks for all the super chats that are coming in. Please subscribe to the channel, bottom right-hand corner. We will be live all the way through till full time. We will then have my match reaction where you can do your player ratings, which you can vote through for the website. Mark every player out of 10, 6 being the average. And also we have got the fan forum. We'll also have Adam and Beth doing a video over there as well. United are warming up with a back 4. So looks like we are going to play with a back 4. Which I must say, fair play to Drawty, because he said he thinks it's a back 4, and I said, no, I'm convinced it's a back 5. So I'm happy it's a back 4. I am happy it's a back 4. I don't want to see us changing, but I've got to say, though, if it is a back 4, and Jessica says Lindelof is playing at right back, it'll be interesting. Do you feel sorry for Dalot or Wan-Bissaka in that scenario? Are we shoehorning Lindelof in to a position that isn't his position? I know he's played there before, but are we basically putting Lindelof in a position that should be Dalot's because he doesn't dare drop Maguire? United app says Bruno as captain. Wonder if it was meant by the club to see fans' reactions, says Nick 97. Do you think Barcelona will be knocked out by Napoli? Mate, what tournaments are you talking about? I think you're talking about the Emmerdale Cup. We don't talk about Bruno. We don't talk about the Emmerdale Cup on here. We're in Champions League, mate. We don't talk about Thursday night shit. Thursday night, I ain't interested in it. I don't care what Barcelona do on their Thursday nights. If they want to play football in the Emmerdale Cup or they want to go out bowling, it's up to them. I'm not talking about the Europa League. Couldn't give a toss. I won't be doing a Europa League watch-along final. Forget about it. Those days are over until next season. But Lindelof at right back. I do think it's interesting. Lindelof has played at right back before, but I would question why Dalot's not playing. Really, I really would. I'd say, well, why is he not playing? Why is he not playing? I don't know, but I certainly think Lindelof deserves to start. He was never going to drop Varane or Maguire, so I suppose it's the most logical thing to do that. Gurney, I'll do you a favour and get you out of the chat. There you go. You don't have to waste your time typing then. And imagine FC Freiburg versus Man United, says Random IT. I mean, imagine being in the Conference League. Anyway, we're 9 minutes away from kickoff. I hope you're looking forward to it. Very excited about this. Manchester United in Madrid. This is what it's all about. Could you believe it in the press conference yesterday when the journalist said to Ranić, is the Champions League a distraction in your race for fourth? I mean, at what point did that journalist realise what a stupid question it was? I mean, is the Champions League a distraction in your race for fourth place? No, it's not, because what do you get for finishing fourth? Well, you get qualification into the Champions League. Yeah. What are we playing in now? The Champions League. How can it be a distraction when we're playing in the thing that you get for qualifying in fourth? So, look, this season, the only chance we've got of making this season successful, and you're never out of it. You're never dead till you're dead. While we've got air in our lungs, we're in the Champions League. So, you know, fourth place is not an achievement. Fourth place is just excitement for the Glazers because they get Champions League money. The Champions League is what the fans should want. We can be realistic about it and say we've probably got very little chance of winning it. But the Champions League is the only real excitement we've got left. Fighting for fourth with Arsenal and Spurs is not exciting. It's scary. It's actually scary. You know, I was thinking about this the other day. It's not exciting being in a race for fourth with Spurs and Arsenal. It will occupy our minds and we'll get we'll use up a lot of energy on it. But it's not excitement. It's stress. It's relief if we get it. This is excitement. This is the elite European. This is the elite domestic football trophy. We're in it. We're massive underdogs, but we're in it. You've got to be in it to win it. So let's see. I don't think we will win it, by the way, but at least we're in it. Come on, United, let's get the win, says Kieran. And I tell you what, forget winning it, forget the semi-final, forget the final. We've got to be, in my opinion, it will be a bloody embarrassment if we're not in the quarterfinal draw. Get to the quarterfinal. Thing is, even if Maguire was playing well consistently, he really is timid when communicating, so still wouldn't be a good captain, says B. Yakov. We need more Portuguese lads in the squad, says Jim. Ronaldo, Varane, Madrid legends against Atletico Madrid. Oh, it's going to be a hostile crowd. Oh, it's going to be exciting. And Mark, you left your shower gel on the table. I know. Wash and go. You can get yours too. Link in the chat. Get it delivered to your door. And don't forget the competition. If you play in a football team or you know anyone who does play in a football team, whether it's friends, kids, dads, whatever, get them to enter the competition. They can win a brand new kit with Wash and Go as their sponsor. Links in the video description. Big shout out to Wash and Go for that. It's a great, great thing. And I will be picking out the winner for that. So get in the chat. If you know anyone who's got a team, they could win a kit sponsored by Wash and Go. You'll be so popular with that on it, I'll tell you. Harry Maguire's the captain. I've got me Ronaldo. Last dance. I remember coming up with this design. Now I just said I think that would work. I didn't actually design it because I couldn't draw a bloody cat. But I remember coming up with this back in August when we signed him, and I was like, that would be a really good thing to have. And you can order yours. We do ship worldwide. United stand on Shopify or just below. You'll see it. Click it. Order it. Whatever. But my point was I was trying to make is when I came up with this idea, I was like, Ronaldo, this season, it's the last dance. It's not really happened, does it? It's not really come to pass. This is our last chance to make this season something. And it's going to be very, very difficult, but it's got to start tonight. It's got to start tonight. Right. Savour these games. Champions League latter stages are so special, says Joseph. Yes, they are. They are. I remember living in Ireland when I was like 19 and Champions League nights, United were very good then. And we'd go down Gibney's off license in Malahide. We'd get like 6 cans of Amstel and a bottle of whiskey, a bottle of scotch, go back to somebody's house, you know, about 8 or 9 of us and sit there having the beers and watching the match. Champions League. Love it. I've always loved the Champions League. Bringing out my 07-08 Ronaldo jersey for this. Let's go, says Michael Fetty. This is the first decent team we're facing under Rangnick, and I'm excited, says Ash. It is the best team we've faced on paper, yeah. Brilliant to hear Schmeichel talk about how great De Gea has been this season and how is the reason why we are where we are in the league, says Ren. Yeah, I just don't get the De Gea thing. Don't get the De Gea thing at all. I really don't. Are we playing a 3-5-2, says Hakeem. I think we're playing a back four, and I'm just going to have a stretch. Oh, I've got the wrong. I thought I had my Scooby-Doo ones on. They must be in the wash. Well, if I'd have stood up earlier, we'd have realised Mctominay wasn't playing because I haven't got my tartan pajamas on. It's Scooby-Don't, not Scooby-Doo. There's no Scooby-Doo tonight. No Scooby-Doo tonight. Slow Sports News. Scott McTominay misses out tonight on the game. Right. Let's have a look what Rangnick has said. The players are coming out onto the pitch, so we're about 3 minutes away from the start of this game. We've got Rangnick on Victor Lindelof playing at right back or centre back. Both is possible. That's the good thing with this lineup. Hopefully we start well like we did against Leeds and keep a clean sheet and hopefully score 1 or 2 goals. So we're both wrong. We're both right. We're all wrong. We're all right. We could play a back four. We could play a back five. It'd be interesting to see who would be the right wing back because if it's Rashford, that worries me. And that was the only thing that Rangnick's really said. He says it's a special night for everybody. We're in the knockout phase of the Champions League and we'll give our very best to get the best possible result and hopefully at home at Old Trafford qualify for the next round. And obviously he said that McTominay's ill. He said no matter what Atletico will do, we can play with different formations and even change during the game and still have enough physicality and size for set pieces no matter it's for us or for them. And basically he just said that we've decided to choose a lineup that we can adapt to. So basically that's probably why Lindelof's been picked over Delo, that he can play a back four but he can play a back five. Exciting. How are we all feeling, everybody? Anyway, these are the big ones. Mark, just a thought, but it could also be a 3-5-2, which to me, Dowell, is a 5-3-2. I think 3-4-3, 5-3-2, 3-5-2 are very much the same formation. They're not, but they are. Mark, do you know how to get an 07-08 Ronaldo jersey? Says Hashir. Probably get one online. Hi, Mark. Did you send Michael Jordan a Last Dance jumper? Says Jonathan. He can have one if he wants. And I don't think he'd want Ronaldo on it, though, would he? And wasn't Bruno captain? No, Jack. It was a mistake by UEFA. Right. We're 1 minute away from this match starting. Oh, I've been waiting it feels like I've been waiting for this for weeks, months even. Isn't it exciting? I mean, look, I said this morning in our group chat. I've not been this excited about a Manchester United game in a long, long time. And there's no shame in that. Even if we lose, I can't say that I wasn't excited before kickoff. Such a big game and massively looking forward to it. And I hope it delivers. But remember, it's 2 legs. So half-time is at half-time, is at full-time. I think Lindelof as a right back allows Luke Shaw to push up in left wing as Lindelof stays back while attacked. Something exciting, says Aritro. Look, there's so many dimensions to this that we haven't spoken about. The way they've got it on the screen is a 4 with a holding midfield 2 of Pogba and Fred. And then, Maguire's got to be careful in a game like this because there is pace in that front line for Atletico Madrid. I don't know which way this is going to go. I think if United perform, we could win it quite well. I think if we don't perform, we could struggle. I think Atletico Madrid are... The thing is, Atletico Madrid are a good side. They won La Liga. You can stay in a bad vein of form, or you can see this as a release. You know, when I did my TUSFC career mode, we were in a relegation battle, but we got to the FA Cup final because the FA Cup was a freedom. And I know that's FIFA, but in real life that can work as well. They could see this as their last chance of winning anything major this year. Match is about to start. I'll tell you when we kick off. The knees go down. Well, not for Atletico Madrid. Rashford needs a big game tonight, definitely. And Bruno kicks it off. We're off. Evening, Mark. This is about United, but whatever. Benfica, the Ajax predictions, says Joe. I think Ajax should smash Benfica, to be honest. Considering Man City smashed Sporting Lisbon, I would imagine Ajax will smash them. Liverpool are winning 1-0, by the way. Thanks for the updates. Man of the match prediction says that. I'm just going to say Ronaldo. It must be weird for De Gea back at his boyhood club. That's not been spoken about much, Catherine, has it, really? It's been a long time. Oh, you know what you've just gone and done? Knocked the bloody thing out. Right at the start of the game. Oh, it's back now. Daughter comes walking through right as the game walks in and smacks the bloody lead into the back of the telly. You bloody Atletico Madrid fan. Anyway, we digress. So I'm having a look at the team. Yeah, it is a back four from United. Fred holding the midfield, Pogba to the right, Bruno. I'm keeping an eye on Rashford here. I'm keeping an eye on Rashford and where he is. And just be careful. Put your Atletico Madrid scarf away. Thanks. It's that knot in it. That's what it is. It's a little knot in it. I think that's what it is. Yeah. That was a joke. Early corner for Atletico Madrid here. I didn't see what happened. People in the chat are going on about Harry. He must have done something good, but he didn't. Anyway, corner to Atletico Madrid. Cross comes in. Maguire wins the header. That was good. Atletico Madrid keep it in the box. Bruno with the mistake. Cross comes in. Oh, what a block by Lindelof. Lindelof already man of the match there. What a big block that was. Big block by Lindelof. That would have been 1-0. Massive block by Lindelof, that. But Pogba goes down with a bit of a bang to the head. But this block by Lindelof was huge. Oh, Fred's gone down with a block bang to the head. But look at this. Cut back. Defence is on its arse. Lindelof wasn't. Varane and Maguire marking each other. What's Varane and Maguire doing here? They're both flat-footed. Brilliant block by Lindelof, that is. Absolutely brilliant. Maguire and Varane cannot both be flat-footed like that. Well done, Lindelof, for tucking in. Bit of a shaky start from United. You don't want to get the crowd against you. Lindelof, the Iceman. Lindelof's in form. Lindelof should be bloody playing centre-back next to Varane. That's what should be happening. Energetic start from Atletico Madrid. Exciting start. Ref's letting a lot go here. Could have been a foul for Atletico Madrid by Shaw as well. He lets it go. Now United with the first attack. Bruno's not had a very good start here. Bruno's giving the ball away as well. Let's call Bruno out a bit as well. A bit of a nervy start from United here. Bruno needs to sort himself out, says Tommy O. Bruno's a garage, says Marvin AM. I think he means garbage. He's missed the B out. Unless garage is a new hip word to call people out. I remember when my my daughter came home and said that's sick a few years ago, and I was like, oh, is it really that bad? And she went, no, it's good. All came from Maguire heading the ball like a balloon and out for a corner. Very lucky, says Barry. Need to settle down here. I mean, look, this is the issue with United, isn't it? We're coming into this game confident because we beat a shit Leeds side. We beat Brighton, who dominated us in the first half and had a man sent off. We're coming into this. We're coming in. I'm confident, but we are confident because we beat Leeds. we haven't actually played that well this season. So, you know, you've got to earn the right to win a game of football. Well done, De Gea. People will say that's that bad distribution, but it's on his weak foot. Put it out. If in doubt, kick it out. Oh, they've won a corner, though. United on the ropes here. Bad start. 4 minutes in. Let's not call anyone out just yet, says Stuart. Yeah, we've got to earn the right to work away into this game. Another corner. I do worry about Atletico Madrid from corners. Up we go. Good header. But Atletico Madrid looking up for it. Simeone is United manager. Get out. Never. Oh, what a goal. Fucking hell. It's João Felix. It's a great goal. And I tell you, United start here. Get in the bin. Get in the bottom of the birdcage because you're all shit. That stinks of shit. Birdcage, bottom of the birdcage football. Pigeon crap. Do you get pigeons in a birdcage? Budgie crap. Bullshit start. Lazy bastards. Knobheads. We're in the Champions League, lads. We're in the bloody Champions League. We're not in the National League. We're in the bloody Champions League. Who do you think you're playing? You're playing Atletico Madrid. They're a very, very, very well-respected side. We're not playing Charlton Athletic, although they'd be beating us at the moment. I don't think we've been out of our half. We win the header from the corner. A cross comes in. Oh, it's fucking Maguire. Bloody Maguire. Slower than a corpse. It's a cross, Harry. Fucking useless. He's useless. He's absolutely bloody useless. He's marking João Felix and he's lost him. He's done him on pure pace. Maguire. Maguire again. Bloody crossing as well. It's a cross. Acting like bloody Dracula. Terrified. There's no excuses there. I actually thought, to be fair, I was ready to blame Varane. I was like, he's clearly not fit. It's Maguire's man. It's in the air. How embarrassing is that? You're an £80 million centre-back. A cross comes in the air, and João Felix, who basically, compared to Harry Maguire, it's like Tyson Fury jumping against bloody Bilbo Baggins. But unfortunately, Tyson Fury, Harry Maguire, he's got cement as his feet. It's just too slow. There's no point. It's a cross in the, there's a very clear point to be made here. In the air, he's brilliant, but he's slow. If he was quick, he'd get to that ball, he'd chest it down, he'd head it back to De Gea, he'd head it away. There's no point being good in the air if you're not bloody quick. He's not anticipated the danger. He's too bloody slow. We ain't never winning anything with him in the defence. He's too bloody slow. Cost us a goal there. Maguire's gameplay reminds me of a boy running around chasing a balloon, says Davin. Oh, but he's back. He's back, everybody. He scored against the shit Leeds side, so he's back. This is what I said it on Sunday. I said, look, give him credit. He scored a goal. He had a reasonable game. But people want to ignore the last 15 games where he's been shit. And, he played well against Leeds. He's back. My captain. Fucking yeah, we're playing in a tough game. First 10 minutes. Keep a clean sheet. Lead the team. What does he do? Costs us a bloody goal. Sharath Kamath Fitness says, am I allowed to say Maguire is back? Maguire's gameplay we've done that one. Maguire is compromising this team, says Dougie. They are not overconfident, Mark. They are lacking confidence. You can see the fear in the eyes. Already look beaten. Lindelof pick also encouraging a defensive weak mindset, says Andrew O'Brien. Fred gets skinned as usual. Maguire wading through porridge, says B. Yakov. He's just not quick enough, mate. If you want to, he's not even, you can't even talk about a deep line. He's on the edge of his box. It's terrifying. It's terrifying. These English pundits who talk about Maguire and say, we're not playing to his strengths. You need to play a deeper line. We're defending the edge of our penalty box and he still gets beat for pace to a high ball. Has the TUS Army now realised we're playing Atletico Madrid and not away to Derby? We're bottlers and not good enough. How many times, says Nick P? Well, this tie won't be over, mate. This tie won't be over no matter what. Felix is going to Arsenal, says Zephyr. Shame he didn't fucking go already, mate. As long as we can keep this score reasonable, he says, if we can keep this to 1 goal or 2 goals or get back and get a draw, I fancy us at Old Trafford. But any prat who says we're going to win the bloody old thing, have you seen? The problem is, we just don't have enough players that are good enough. Please smash a like on the video. Make sure you subscribe. Bottom right-hand corner. United down fucking 1-0 after 10 minutes. Ronaldo's got 2 players on him. What's the plan, Ralph? I can't see the plan here. I can't see how we're getting up the pitch. We can't get through. We can't work up the pitch. Lindelof goes for Ronaldo. That's a good ball. As well, Pogba. Kondobia's across. Well done, Lindelof. Come on, Rashford. Too easy. Just running into fucking blind alleys again, Marcus. Give a simple pass, man. Simple pass. Keep it simple. Someone should be getting a hold of Bruno. He's making too many unforced. Hey, mate, Bradley, I'll call it out. Well, he's not offside. Again, Maguire and Shaw are playing on one side. I'll call it out. Bruno had a crap start to the game. Fred's had a crap start. Maguire's had a terrible start. It's not just Maguire, but unfortunately, Maguire's cost us the goal. What other team has their worst player as captain, says Nick97. The only reason he doesn't get absolutely outed is because these people can hate a player without not hating the person. Get him out, says Nick. And do you think football should implement a system where the manager can speak directly to the captain like in the NFL, says Leonardo. I just want to say as well, apart from the crap defending, the cross and the header are very, very good. There's no keeper in the world that's going to save that. He heads, whether he means to or not, it's just an unbelievable header. In off the post, no keeper saving that. Always seems to me that Maguire's mentality is jog 3 feet behind the attacker and hope they sky it. Simply not good enough, says Jack in life. And this suits Atletico now to sit back and we struggle to break down a low block. Maybe Pogba can step up. We need someone to take hold of the game, says DJ. Yeah, you don't want to be giving Atletico Madrid a 1-0 lead. But again, Atletico Madrid may not be as good as some of the other Spanish sides, but their passing in La Liga is something that, João Felix is coming forward here. Rashford does well to get back. But then Pogba loses it. What's Pogba and Bruno doing? They're losing the ball constantly. Back post. Well done, Maguire. Did well that time. The team never failed to disappoint when then there's pressure on the game. With players like Maguire, is there really any belief we'll do anything, says Aram. We're just giving the ball away too much. Pogba gave it away there. Bruno's giving it away. The midfield is playing shit. Nobody has turned up in this game so far. I put a tweet out saying, oh, here we go. Bruno shoots from distance. Oh, wasn't far off, but he's got a corner. I put a tweet out saying Maguire again on the goal. Somebody replied and went, De Gea. De Gea's fault. He's given the ball away twice. Doesn't look like he's arsed. I'm like, oh, my God. Some people. What the fuck has that goal got to do with David De Gea? Corner to United. Now, this to me is where Harry Maguire can make a bloody amends, because this is the one thing he's good at, is winning headers from corners. So come on, Harry. Right the wrong. Bit of leadership. Captain Harry. This is what you're here for. Harry, I need a goal. I've got La Liga fans laughing at me. Come on. Absolutely shocking performance from Maguire, said somebody there. Thanks for the super chat, Wayne. And we're going to get pumped here, Anthony. I tell you what, it'd be ridiculously embarrassing to get pumped. Zane's laughing his head off. It'd be ridiculously embarrassing to get pumped by Atletico Madrid. They couldn't pump a tyre. Crystal Palace are beating Watford 2-1 and Burnley are 0-0 with Spurs, which is one positive. It's a pity we didn't sign Van der Beek from Ajax as Hackerman. Atletico Madrid are not like Leeds, though. Leeds are absolutely terrible at defending corners. Atletico Madrid are quite good. Luke Shaw headed away. Yeah, we might not get a lot of joy from crosses against Atletico Madrid. They're quite good. I mean, there's a good question there from Mimi. Do you think, I mean, Twansebi is a bench player for Villa and now Napoli, but do you think Twansebi's better than Maguire? I don't know. 2-0 to Liverpool, apparently, from Dave MUFC. Please subscribe, by the way, bottom right-hand corner. We're on the road to 280,000. You've seen that tweet by Paddy Power. It said, fair play to Harry Maguire. He put himself in a great position to have a really good view of João Felix's goal. That's not a foul. This is the theatrics for you. That is not a foul. Corrier just jumping in front of Fred, rolling around like he's something that rolls around a lot. I don't think that's even a foul by Fred, to be fair. Yazza says, you're an inspiration to me. Thank you very much, Yazza. Mark, we're so slow. This team has no winning mentality, says Sebastian. My English team versus my Spanish team on my birthday. Good time. Still want United to win, though, says Man United Dude. And also, mistakes are one thing. Where even is Sancho? Probably went back to Dortmund. Good. Where is Sancho, Rowan? Where is Ronaldo, Rowan? You know, they just can't get in the game. Can he get in the game, man? There's a great midfielder over at Everton we should take a look at. Once played at Ajax as Gertchen. Well, he didn't play that well at the weekend, to be fair, but, you know. We've got what we've got. Who's leading on the pitch? Grab hold of this game, says Jack. Well, Ronaldo will lose his shit if we don't do well in this game, because this is the Champions League. And if he's getting no service in a game like this, he will lose his shit. It's one thing to do it in the Premier League, but in the Champions League, he'll be bloody fuming. Bruno, calm down. Stop getting petulant. We're losing 1-0. Was their throw, to be fair. Players taking every chance to take a breather. No desperation to get back, says IQ. I will write it down. I do wonder if we came into this game with a second leg focus. You know, even as fans, we've spoken about this. You know, basically, this game will be won at Old Trafford. Ranić said it in his press conference yesterday. And if you come in, look, the new format without away goals does mean if you're at home in the second leg, you have an advantage. But I don't think it's the right mentality to have coming into the game. You know, this game will be won at Old Trafford. It could be lost here tonight. It's only won at Old Trafford if it's winnable at Old Trafford. And, you know, anything more than 2-0 and you're in shit, really. So we've have we come into this game with a bit of the wrong attitude? I don't know. Mark, none of our forwards are getting engaged in the play. Need a strong reaction. Delay for Maguire, says Nickett. Maguire needs to stop hitting blind defensive headers under no pressure and just hits it into no man, says Sharath Math Fitness. Well, the game steadied down a little bit, but I think Atletico Madrid have gone for it to get their first goal. And I think now they're sitting back, keep the shape, keep the clean sheet, and then go again. And their possession, I'd hate to know what the possession stats are because, oh my Christ. If he gets that pass right, well done. I mean, Sancho's playing as a right wing back now. We've gone to a back five. No, you're not. He's playing right wing. Ronaldo's gone through to the left, and Rashford's gone up front. We just don't seem to have. I don't know what anybody else is seeing, but we don't seem to have much ability to play through Atletico Madrid. They're almost playing like a bit of a triangle. They're back four, and then they move forward like that, and they're funneling us down the wings. And we're not very good down the wings. Leicester got Fofana and Tielemans for Maguire, so Spencer Silvertown. This is a lesson to all the people who want Ralph to get the job. He's not a top coach for me, says United Channel. We're like a crap boxer who had a good few amateur fights and thinks he's ready to take on Tyson Fury tonight. Reality check, says Nick P. And to be fair, we know Maguire is crap, but the problem is compounded by having no actual holding midfielders. Zakaria was available for 6 million, says B. Yakov. What's all that about negativity? Let's support the team, says Cardo. Yellow boots. Maguire. Does Maguire normally wear yellow boots? He's got the brightest boots in the United team. I can see them from Solihull. Maybe he thinks he'll blind the strikers with his running feet. It didn't work against João Felix. Pogba has oil on his boots this game, and Bruno. They just can't control the ball. Lindelof heads it out for a corner. Do I not like us defending corners? When Atletico do go deep, they're playing a 6-3-1. Good luck breaking through. This is Sharath Fitness. And hi, Mark. I found a Spanish channel to watch on my TV with bunny ears in Houston, hoping Griezmann doesn't come on and cheat or Suarez bite, says Beryl. And thanks, Beryl, for the super chats. Yeah, well, I don't know what happened with the corner there. I think they might have gone back for an offside. Basically, when we've got the ball, which isn't very often, the Atletico Madrid defense, if that's their back line, they're sort of like triangling like that. And they're packing that triangle with red and white shirts. So the space is down either side of the triangle, which is our width. But if you put the cross in, that base of the triangle has got loads of players in it. So at the moment, it doesn't look likely that we're going to create many chances. Although here's Rashford down the wing. Great tackle. Corner ball. Savic on Rashford. Think we got to target Herrera. I already don't like him because I'm American. We've got to target him in a yellow so we can keep him in check, says Joe. Think we got carried away. We ain't ready for the Champions League. We ain't even ready for a title challenge, says David Miller. It's a corner for Manchester United. It's a crap corner. And it's cleared. United couldn't beat an egg, says Cormac. Early days. Asher, thanks for the super chat. It's early days. But we're going to have to... Well, we're going to have to see some of these different formations, aren't we? I mean, at the moment, Lindelof is a centre-back and Varane is playing as the right-back. Sancho's playing wide right. Rashford's playing wide left. And Lindelof and Varane have just swapped again. Bruno plays very bad. Do you think we have any chance? Says Raul. Look, I said it on Monday morning after the Leeds game. I loved it. Oh, Fred's got himself into it. Oh, he's won a free kick. He's won a free kick. Luckily. I said it on Monday morning after the Leeds game. I loved the Leeds game. It was great, but it was Leeds. I'm not sure that was even a foul on Fred, I think he won the ball, but a bit lucky. Right, bit of a space here for Bruno. Sancho's playing wide right now. Back to Bruno. I mean, Ronaldo's not even in the box. Look how deep Ronaldo is there. There's nobody in the box. You're not going to create chances if you've got nobody in the box. Goal kick. Man United equals a deer in the headlights, says Jack Brown. Incredibly naive to come to Madrid and use this formation. Simeone is licking his lips, says Alligator. It's been the worst start you could hope for. You don't, Atletico Madrid have got no confidence. They're vulnerable, and you give them a goal in the first 10 minutes. It's Ajax a 1-1 in Benfica. Haller's just equalised for them. No, he's just scored an own goal. 1-1. Yeah, it's... We beat Leeds. I don't think Leeds are very good this season. Only United could dominate possession and still look more fragile, says Carrymore. Is it too early to make changes, says Mo? Well, yeah, I don't think he's going to make any changes this early. The thing is, their bench is stronger than ours, attack-wise. They've got Griezmann, Lamar, and Suarez on their bench. We've got Lingard, Mata, Elanga on ours. Liverpool are winning 3-0. Can they lend us a goal? Apparently, United have had 67% possession. We've just done sod all with it. But yeah, but you know what? I'm not surprised we have had most possession because we've been passing it around the back. Our off-the-ball movement is awful, says Joshua Bowwater. With Atletico's solid defence shape, I think we can have the ball all night and not get through. They're in the box here, Atletico Madrid. Another cross comes in. João Felix. I mean, who's marking him there? Who's marking him? COVID's over. You don't have to social distance. Bloody mark them up. God, the way our defence is playing, I'm surprised they're not walking around in masks. COVID's over. Bloody get tight. That's appalling. He could have headed that. He could have overhead kicked it. What's Shaw doing there? Bloody hell. What are we doing? It's like they can't be arsed. It's like they can't be arsed. Our players if they've already qualified, says Rafa. Tired of Maguire, says Jacob. Jacob always puts everyone else in the worst situation just for him to stay safe, says Jacob. Maguire put himself in the shop window, says Chris. And Maguire banging a ball full pelt on the half to Fred, who is 10 metres away. No logic in any part of it, says Finn. Look, I don't take any joy in United losing this game. It's embarrassing at the moment. We need to improve massively. But I don't think Maguire's had a very good season. And normally, a lot of his mistakes aren't direct. It's his incompetence that leads to goals in other areas. The bad thing about that goal is it's a cross in the air. It's what we pay him £80 million for. He's lost his man who's smaller than him, who heads it in the goal. It's completely on him. We pay him money to win headers, and he's allowed his striker to head the ball into the net in the first 10 minutes. We also pay him to lead the team. That's surely a foul there. Great work by De Gea to be fast off his line, but that was a foul on Varane. Thank God. Mark, can you think of a single United player that is worth more than what they were bought for, says Uber Melon? And watch how lazy Rashford is tracking back. So lazy. Runs into groups of players and then watches as they counter, says Wayne List. Yeah, it's not been great from Rashford. Do these players even care enough to try, says Gergo? Why does our ass fall out every time we're on the big stage? These players they look like they want to be here. At least with Scotty, you get some fights, says JP. Yeah, but we've got a collection of players like that. Ajax are winning 2-1 now. We've got a collection of players like that, haven't we? They either give everything and they're not good enough, or they're good enough and they don't give everything. I go back to the 94 side. You know, people like Cantona and Hughes and Bruce and Ince and Keane and all Dennis Irwin, Peter Schmeichel, top class players who gave everything as well. And that's where United have gone wrong. We've now got people like Scott McTominay who give everything who aren't actually good enough. And then you've got other players who I can't even be asked to name because there's too many of them, who are good enough but can't be asked. But there's plenty of time left in this time. And I'd take, you know, there's plenty of time for us to get back in this game. But if this game finished 1-0, I'd fancy us at Old Trafford. I know that sounds stupid, but it's a different game at Old Trafford. It's not over yet. It's just a very disappointingly crap start. I tell you what as well, we're celebrating beating Leeds. Liverpool are 3-0 up after 45 minutes against Leeds. That's how good Leeds are. It's a bit of a wake-up call for us, isn't it? I did say I thought we over... Well, you know, I blame the club. Overhyping results. You know, somebody messaged me on the on a show today saying that they unfollowed Manchester United on Monday after the Leeds win because they did 40 tweets in a row about what a great result it was. Because, you know, this is the sort of mercenary people we've got running the club. They overhype results and then they set us up for failure because we think we're better than we are. Good header away by Ronaldo. Oh, here we go. Oh, good tackle. Good tackle. Could still get through. Oh, no, he's given a foul on Ronaldo. Could have been away there. The break was on. I don't know whether the ref gets this right. Ronaldo tries to back heel it. Oh, I think he's played for that. So close. Another big game. We really need Bruno, the vice captain, to step up. These are the crucial games the captain and vice captain are supposed to step up in, says Cobb. The GJ says it's not Harry's fault. We bought him. How can he be captain and play every game? I'm not saying he's the only problem, but it's a huge one. Pathetic management and board. And yeah, you're right. You're absolutely spot on. You know, these players shouldn't be picking themselves. If you don't give everything after earning what an average man earns in years, then you shouldn't be a footballer. Cleverly contributed more than McTominay. We are in denial, Mark. Just Sharath Kamath Fitness. And what's that from Maguire there? He's just... We pass it around the edge of our box, goes to Maguire and he just kicks it to an Atletico Madrid player. Like Luke Shaw and Pogba may as well have done that. We either try and keep possession or we don't. Well done, Lindelof. They're in the box, though. Oh, side netting shot. They're confident. They're playing with confidence here, Atletico Madrid. We need Matic to shore up the midfield of the park, says Sebastian Bodry. We need Matic of about 4 years ago, mate. He's slow. We've just seen what lack of pace does. You know, if Maguire was 2 yards quicker, he'd have won that header. He's too slow. Matic is too slow. I said it 6 weeks ago after we beat Villa in the FA Cup, and I thought we were a bit lucky. And I said, you know, the big problem is we're just not good enough. It's the same old problem. We're not good enough. And the fact that Dom T says we're missing McTominay tonight, God, we really have fell off. If you think McTominay makes us win this game, fucking hell, we fell off. We've got Paul Pogba on the pitch. We've got Bruno Fernandes on the pitch. Cristiano Ronaldo and Jadon Sancho. We've got enough players on there to be better than we are playing. I mean, Ronaldo's playing deeper than McTominay would. He's literally just picked the ball up in the CDM position. Playing too deep because he's getting frustrated. I'll tell you what, Ronaldo will lose his shit. He'll lose his shit. If he gets embarrassed in the Champions League, he'll lose his shit. Hate to state the obvious, but Varane and Lindelof are head and shoulders above Maguire. Victor's having a belter, says Simon Gales. And we just don't have enough quality on the pitch, Mark, says Vincent. 100%. 100%. I mean, Sancho's had to come onto the right-hand side to get Rashford in his best position. Make that make sense. Fucking bench player who's been crap for months has now took Sancho's position. because he can't work off the right-hand side. So we move our best player of the last few games from his best position. We put him on the right to accommodate a player who's been shit for ages. Like, it doesn't make it make sense. If United get through, who do they play in the next round? Well, they have a draw race, the gamer, so we don't know. You simply won't win anything with no midfield, says Tom McBride. I do think we'd be better with McTominay, but I don't think we'd be any better. I don't think the result would be any different. The goal was nothing to do with having McTominay in the team. It was a cross from the right, and it was Maguire's man. That's better from Rashford. Give it to Pogba, into Bruno, back to Pogba. Bit of confidence here. Ronaldo shoots from distance, which is not a good thing. It's not good to see him doing that because it's a frustrated shot. It's too far out. Toby Maguire would be a better option than Harry Maguire at the back. Harry's as fast as a jobby, hitting the bowl when constipated, says Aliano. And watching match in Ireland, going to Lisbon, Portugal tomorrow. Can't wait, says Roger McCalmont. Safe trip, mate. Safe trip. Well, 37 minutes have gone. I don't know where they've gone. I think Llorente is a good player, and I think Cordoba has played well for them, and I think they're winning the midfield battle. Yeah, even that Herrera. I mean, Cordoba just took the piss. Cordoba just took the piss out of Bruno there. They're coming down the left-hand side. They're on the attack again. Now Felix. Well done, Lindelof. Well done, Lindelof. Mark, please can you give us some hope, some statistic, anything to hold on to that we can turn this around? Second legs at Old Trafford. Fans are very good, Mr. Dan United. It's only 1-0. Get Elanga and Delo on at half-time for Rashford and Maguire. Move Lindelof to centre-back, says Sean. Yeah, it won't happen, but you're absolutely spot on. We'd be a better team. Look at how many players Ronaldo's got around him there. Terrible pass by Ronaldo, but Pogba does well. Gives up the foul. I think I agree with Luke 82. I think Lindelof probably has been our best player. Thanks for the super chat, the Savage Sandwich. I think he's got to change something at half time. I don't think you can hang around in a game like this. You know, I know it's a two-legged game, but you'd say, oh, look at that. Bruno's just. I wonder if we're tired. I know that's a rubbish excuse, but we look very leggy. Right, Rashford now. That's a foul. Come on. Doesn't seem to want to give any yellow cards. Hi, Mark. In work. How's the game been? Says Funky. Not great. Our board made us work after the January window. Ronaldo's just gone down here. They keep Lingard, who cannot be asked to get rid of Donny and Martial, who were quality off the bench, as Anthony Johnston. We don't have the ball-carrying midfielders who can play in tight spaces. Foden, Renato, Bernardo, Camavinga, Bruno, Pogba need space, and we can never dominate possession or play. We defend non-stop. This is Humphrey. Every English side keeps a clean sheet in the Champions League, and then there's United while let down, says K-Flow. Shocking performance like watching paint dry, says Andreas. And Rashford ain't it. He's not a teenager anymore. He offers nothing. Elite, ruthless clubs would be moving him on. Nothing personal, says Alligator. They're coming away again here. What we got? What's going on here? This Cordoba, he's lost the ball, thank God. Mark, do you think we'll see a great win, but got to keep going? Sweet from one of the lads after this game, says Lucas. Well, it will only be half time. But we've been terrible. Pogba's been terrible. Bruno's been terrible. Fred's been terrible. Rashford's been terrible. Ronaldo's been terrible. You know, even in an attacking sense, they're just so bad. Like Pogba's been so good recently. This is his. I'm surprised by Pogba and Bruno. This is their platform. You know, Lindelof's been our best player and he's not even playing in his position, says Uncle Drew. Really think Maguire playing is our issue. Got a centre-back as our right-back, so Sancho is getting no offensive support. Maguire offered a low at half-time, says Luke Darling. Simeone absolutely bantered us pre-match. Fred probably came off the bus thinking he's one of Europe's elite, says Nick P. Yeah, I think he's got to change it. Not bad. Kick the Emmerdale music. Thursday night football. Thanks to Harry Maguire and his crap back four. It's Leipzig all over again, says Jack. We are the new Arsenal. And James Reed says Maguire is useful as a rubber razor blade, says Jack. There's some good analogies tonight. I'm not in the mood for him. Mark, apparently Varane is dragging Maguire down, to Sebastian Bodry. Yeah. But the problem is with the social media team is you become a charity as well, because some of these players are in the team because they've got big social media followings. That's basically what it's all about. Pogba. Ooh. Tell you what worries me, though, is, and I'll go back to it again, this triangle Diego Simeone way. They're just funneling us down the wing for crosses into the box, which they'll be more than happy to deal with. And they could do this at Old Trafford as well. There's no reason they can't do this at Old Trafford. See, Rashford puts in a good cross there, but there's nobody there, and the defender is under so little pressure, he can just nod it back. Rashford puts a half-decent cross in. There's nobody in the box. We have played some awful football this year, and this has to be up there with one of the worst halves we've played. Changes needed, says Paul Downey. United have not shown a glimpse of hope, and it's almost half-time, says Xander. Yeah, I can't believe how quick the game's gone. The way Atletico Madrid are playing, Liverpool or City would be all over them. I honestly don't know if I want to keep watching, says Red Harlow. It's the hope that kills you, Red Harlow. Thankfully, Spurs are 0-0 with Burnley at the moment. That's at least one positive. We don't want Spurs winning that game. Although they've not had any shots on target, Spurs, so that's quite a positive. Spurs being Spurs so far, United being United so far. Pogba's been bad. Bruno's been bad. I don't think we need to be individualistic about any of our midfield or attackers. I think they've all been bad. Mark, since his Varane came, Maguire looks shaky, says Vicious. Yeah, because he's crap compared to him. Please subscribe, by the way. Bottom right-hand corner, you can do your player ratings in the second half ahead of the match reaction. Atletico Madrid with another good cross. They've hit the bar. Fucking hell. I don't know what happened there. I don't know whether it was going to be an own goal. Rashford. They go back to the keeper. I don't know what happened there. We'll see what happens. Cross comes in. Well, they get done on a free kick. Cross comes in. Bruno puts his foot on it. Oh, it's just on the back post. He's just come off Pogba and Varane. Lindelof. There's only 1 minute to be added on here. We have resigned Ronaldo back and literally wasted him. We create nothing for him at all. It's so embarrassing, says Nick Warren. And I feel bad for United fans that travelled to watch them play. Herrera's been booked. Some people did say about getting him booked. Why is it a positive qualifying for a competition we've got no business being in and the Glazers attaining their financial targets, says Andre? That's what I mean. 4th place benefits the Glazers more than anybody. It benefits us because we don't end up playing Thursday night football, but it's the Glazers who win. Please subscribe, by the way, bottom right-hand corner. We're only 700 away from 280,000. Thanks, everyone, for tuning in. We're live every morning at 10 a.m., every night at 8 p.m. It's half-time here. Manchester United deservedly losing 1-0. I don't think we deserve it to be any more than that, but I certainly don't think we deserve to have anything other than 0 next to our name. Gutted watching this club tonight, says Louis. The issue is the defence here. We don't have a midfield suitable for Atletico. There's no engine, says Humphrey. This is a great point by Humphrey. I go back to where I always start when it comes to Manchester United. Yes, the players are shit. We know that. Some of these players don't deserve to wear the shirt. And one of them has the captain's armband on. And yeah, we can go on about him. We can go on about Rashford. Pogba and Bruno have been crap. Fred's been crap. Shaw's been crap. Bruno's frustrated. Ronaldo's frustrated. But collectively, that is abysmal. Absolutely abysmal. And, Liverpool are 3-0 up at half-time against Leeds. A Leeds side that we celebrated like we'd won the fucking league. Because that's what that club does. You beat Leeds and you can't move the positive tweets from the club and players about, wow, we're back. And you fall for it. You think, we're back. We are back. And then we're not back. We're crap. We go to Atletico Madrid, who are struggling themselves, and they absolutely school us. They funnel us down the wings where we don't know what to do, and they carve us open time and time again. They dominate the midfield. Wow, this is a surprise. We've been dominated in the midfield. It's almost as if we should buy a CDM, which is exactly what the fans have been saying for 2 fucking years. It's exactly what Ranić said in January. He even offered them a player up who was worth £5 million, but went to Juventus because the board said, no, we're going to wait till the summer. We'll wait till the summer. We like embarrassing ourselves this year. We want to keep on doing it. And then you've got a captain who cost us £80 million. Now, he might be slow. He might turn like a tractor. He might not have any leadership skills. But the one thing Harry Maguire is good at is winning the ball in the air. So we spent £80 million for somebody who's good in the air. He's back, though. He's been crap all season, but he's back. Because a cross came in, hit him on his forehead and went in at the weekend. So he's back. He's not back. He's crap. He's just cost us a bloody goal. A cross comes in the box, in the air, that he should win because he's so good in the air. But he's too bloody slow to get there. They may as well have him. BT should employ him for match cam. Because he had the best view of Felix's header right behind him from 2 metres away. Because he can't bloody get near him. Social distancing defending. United are the only club in the world now that's practicing COVID rules because we're just not getting anywhere near them in the box. I am tired of it. I'm sure you're tired of it because the problems in that team are so obvious and have been going on for so long. And I think even Ranić knows what they are. That midfield is crap. And look, would we be better with Mctominay? A little bit. I still don't think he's good enough. We'd be a little bit, but we'd still be 1-0 down because that goal is quite simply because we're picking a guy who only gets picked because we spent £80 million on him. He's the captain. That's probably it. That probably is it. For me, at half-time, we can keep talking about the problems in this team, or we can actually rectify the problems. We can stop being social media FC. And what I mean by that is, it's all about perception. It's all about brands. It's all about positivity. It's not. It's about winning. Take Maguire off, put Lindelof next to Varane, bring Dalot on for Maguire, sort your back 4 out. And then if Rashford doesn't sort himself out in 15 minutes, take Rashford off and bring Elanga on or Lingard or somebody else. I'd probably say get Matic on for Fred as well, because it can't be any worse. That midfield is a joke. It really is. Mark, I'm so mad right now. They're literally bullying us. I don't know how to feel right now, says Cam. And tactical setup gives confidence to the players, which we do, says Shiva. I'm amazed how no one has said anything about these players mentally. At the moment, have bantered our players whole game and we can't stop looking miserable, says Mario. Mark, we're being bullied all over the pitch. We are completely out of depth at this level. Game moving at a speed we can't handle, says David. Mark, Maguire has to go. I'm 40 and fat and can do better, says Manu. Fan. Also, absolutely furious. We're a bunch of bottle jobs. We can't rise to the occasion ever. Even if this was versus Sutton, it would be the same bottle job bullshit, says DM. Look, you know what? I don't think you're wrong. I love it when Manchester United win. I really, really do. But Mr. Ferg says it's the worst performance since post Sir Alex. More movement in a cemetery. The low needs to come on and these players need to get a grip. Thank you, Mr. Ferg. This team lineup confirms Ranić is not in charge, having to compensate for Maguire by playing a centre-back at right-back, says Joshua Tuning. And yet again, we're bottling another big game, Lindelof in the team, simply because we can't drop Maguire. If this is what we have to offer, then we are out. Poor Ronaldo, says Santino. I said in the first few minutes, keep your eye on Cristiano Ronaldo because his frustration will be the gauge as to what's going on in that team. If he gets angry and frustrated, it means he's losing hope. And he's getting angry and frustrated. They look like they don't even care. Snorefest, says Kalen. Absolutely furious. We're a bunch of bottle jobs, says DM. Enjoy the Conference League next season, says Jack. Maguire only moves fast when he's running up the pitch, only to give it away. One ball to Ronaldo in 45 minutes is a joke, says Fergus. Don't worry, we've got Liverpool and City to come. Kondobia dominating us. Absolutely lovely. This is going to change at home. I can't see it, says the real G. Got to, we've either got to keep it 1-0 and have a go at Old Trafford, or we've got to get an equaliser, but we cannot let it go any bigger than this because they will knock it. If this goes to 2-0, I think we're probably out. We'd need something special at Old Trafford. If Lindelof plays at centre back, he gets there ahead of Felix, and Wan-Bissaka or Dalot can handle the right back position. It's ridiculous, as Ethan Perez. I do agree with everybody. I think if he'd just dropped Maguire tonight, which he should have done weeks ago, we'd probably be 0-0. Maguire's an absolute donkey on that. And I tell you what, it'd be very interesting to see if Rio Ferdinand or Scholesy or any other ex-player calls it for what it is. Because this is one of the biggest problems we've got as well. This media bias that protects the problems in that team because they've got a British passport. Never thought I'll say this, but Mctominay, says Jeff, Mctominay wouldn't stop us being 1-0 down, mate. Madrid filling us down the wings is just basic defensive tactics, something that United defenders seem to have never been taught, says Red Devil Stang. And I'm happy with this because it finally shows our level. We aren't a top four side. Half of the team isn't good enough, says Sean Turner. Well, I'm just looking at it here. Fred's too slow out and slips. The cross comes. Oh, it's terrible. It's so bad. Every time I see it, it's absolutely shit from Maguire. And he always has to look to see if it's somebody else's fault. Well, they're blaming Shaw. They've actually, on BT, they've highlighted Shaw. Now they're highlighting Maguire. It's Maguire's, man. He's a fucking striker. It's definitely Maguire's fault. Definitely Maguire's fault. But no, going back to something, Sir Arsene Wenger, thank you very much for your super chat. What I was going to say is, I love it when Manchester United win. Nick says, as fans are our worst enemy, we get our hopes of every time. I'm sorry, but we're going nowhere under these owners. Says Nick. Look, Nick, I was actually going to hit that point. I said this after the Leeds game, and it's always dangerous after a good result because people go, oh, look at Goldbridge moaning again. I'm not moaning. I'm being realistic. Leeds are shit. They're absolutely shit. I was confident we would beat Leeds because they're shit. Liverpool are 3-0 up against them at half-time. They're crap. They're really, really crap, Leeds. They could get relegated. They're useless. We beat Leeds, and it's like we're winning the league. But who feeds that? Who feeds it? Is it you? Is it you, the United fans, when we beat Leeds, who go, we're winning, we're going to win the league, we're going to win the Champions League? No, it's Fred. We can win the Champions League. It's Bruno. We can win the Champions League. It's United's bloody Twitter and socials. Oh, yeah, Scooby-Doo. Echoes of Robson. Oh, Bruno, like Cantona. It's the same old shit all the time. That club creates this. It creates this vacuum because they need it. When we win, they need all the eyes on United. So they've got to overhype it. And what they do is they create this bloody flip-flop emotional shit that we have to go through. We're not good enough. You know, when we win a game, we should just go, yeah, and walk off for the next game. But they can't. They've got to get all their social stuff out. They've got to get all their kit sponsors and training spots. They've committed to it. They're getting 25 million a year for the training sponsor. So they've got to get winning team. We're bouncing back. We're doing this. We're going for it. You know, they've got to do all of that because they've got to get their sponsors happy and they've got to get new sponsors interested in. But as fans, We get sucked in by their hyperbole. I said it on Monday morning. Good result against Leeds. I'm feeling good. Let's enjoy this week. But we're just shit. We literally are very shit compared to the best teams in the world. We're shit. And, maybe we can produce second half FC, but I don't understand how anybody can say we've got a chance of winning the Champions League. Of course, you've got a chance because you're in it. But Atletico Madrid are probably one of the weakest teams in this tournament. Real Madrid would smack them up. And Real Madrid are going to get knocked out by PSG probably. What would Liverpool do to this Atletico Madrid side? What would Man City do? What would Chelsea do? And they wouldn't get dominated like that. Thoughts on Bruno being shit, says Vic. Well, I've already said Bruno, Pogba, Rashford, Sancho's been very quiet, Ronaldo. None of them are doing well. Mark, this is your homemade of popcorn. What was that earlier? Says John. Mark, is your homemade of popcorn? What was that earlier? I don't know what that's on about, John. We're so predictable, like we are trying to control the game through slow, patient build-up. Makes sense given our technical director is Darren Fletcher. That used to work in the 90s, but not anymore, says Nick. Welcome to Members Club, Bernham. They are overloading our flank more on the right to create those crosses, says Sagnick, and they are not even bothered to mark Fred, Pogba and Bruno. Have been rushed tactically. If we are to score, the fullbacks have to overlap, says Sakin. When you lose, say little. When you win, say even less. Clubs should take advice to heart because they bring all the unnecessary pressure. Exactly, Jacob. But you know why they bring the unnecessary pressure? Because that's what happens when you're a theme park. You've got to shout loud because you've got to get people to come to your theme park. So when you win, I've always said that United's a theme park. If you've got a theme park, you need to sell tickets. You need people to come to your theme park. If your theme park has a bad reputation, no one will come. When it does something good, you need to shout about it. Come to our theme park. And that's why we overhype any result and put ourselves in these positions. What's it going to take for these players to get motivated? Weak mentality, poor all over the pitch, got up at 4 a.m. for this crap, says Fraser. Nah, just want to say, however, super chatted saying Ronaldo is the problem, is a loony, says Sam. Ignore that. Scholes is blamed Lindelof at right back, says Chris. Yeah. Well, I don't know. Paul Scholes was a very good footballer. I don't know how he can blame Lindelof. Blame Lindelof for the cross coming in, but Maguire should be marking his man. Barca ain't even in the Champions League. They smacked them 4-2, says Adit. And I agree with everything you just said, but such a change at right back at championship level will surely shake the team's confidence, says Jazz. He should have just dropped Maguire if he wanted to play Lindelof. Ronaldo is clearly the main problem at United. This has had a poor effect on every player, says the big RV. We need Ollie back. Yeah, that's the biggest troll comment we've ever seen, but well done. You can see the hesitation when they have the ball, like they don't know what to do with it. And to be fair, Ronaldo hasn't got one single good cross, says Daniel Workout. The crosses have got to be elite. You know, you think about Juventus against Atletico Madrid a couple of years ago at Turin. They were losing 2-0 from the first leg, and the crosses that came in were absolutely elite. We can't even put a good cross in, let alone an elite one. Our midfield trio has lost the ball so much, says Arjun, but when they do a few step-overs against mid-table teams, everyone overhypes them. Changes required before 55th minute. Out Shaw, Pogba, Rashford, and Inteles, Alanga, and Lingard. Remember, you can make 4 or 5 subs in this tournament as well, Mutter. And is it me or Ranić wanted Maguire and Varane, but the board went okay, but as right back to make way for Harry, third Glazer in the lock, sadly, says George. And Burnley 1-0. We need Burnley to make us happy now, says Sharath Math Fitness. Well done to Burnley if they're winning. That's a big result for us if that happens, because no, it's 0-0 with Burnley. Or is it? No, it's 0-0 in that game at the moment. Yeah, please subscribe, by the way. We're very close to 280,000. Second half, in the 70th minute, we'll open up the website for you to do your player ratings. Mark every player out of 10, 6 being the average. Star next to your man of the match. We'll go through that in the match reaction show. But at the moment, United are losing 1-0. And they are heading for a very disappointing result in Madrid, which is not what we want. The crowd booing is clearly getting under Ronaldo's skin, says Michael. He's used to that. I envy Liverpool and City fans watching their teams each week, says Z, while I have to watch my team with defeat in my eyes and pain in my heart, says Z. This looks like I'm seeing United in real life with all the superstars just falling apart, says Liam Deegan. And I'm absolutely fuming. Lots of people not very happy. Wouldn't be surprised if Madrid took it, says Night Owl. It is 1-0 to Burnley. Lots of people in the chat are saying, well, that's a good result. Ben Mee has scored. So Spurs not winning there helps us out massively in our quest to finish 4th place so we can get back into this tournament and get embarrassed next year. If we're stronger in the first half and conceded, then I can't wait to see us lose 5-0, says Sam. And also, when Sir Alex Ferguson was in charge, I watched most games with my dad. It was the highlight of my day. These days, I watch few games and don't follow them as much, says Sammy. Hi, Hibern from Latvia. Can you please say bloody Pratt? Says Atashi, bloody Pratt. And when we have the ball in midfield, look how far away our forwards and other midfielders are, says Nick Pearson. When we've got the ball, I just don't see us creating anything. João Felix going to knock you lot out, then signed for the Arsenal in the summer, says Sir Arsene Wenger. Man City had one post on Instagram of the scoreline after beating Sporting 5-0. United had 28 posts after beating Leeds. Says it all, Vikrant. When Luke Shaw gets the ball, turns, stops, has a look, passes back, no pace in the play. Most of our players do the same, says Dazzo. And Shaw is probably the worst left back that I've seen at United. He can never the ball out from George. There we go. Well, as I said, please subscribe, bottom right-hand corner, on the road to 280,000. Also, big shout out to Wash and Go. If you are a United fan or you're not a United fan and you play for a football team, or you know somebody who plays for a football team, Wash and Go are sponsoring this stream today. And they have got the link in the video description where you can win a kit, a brand new kit, sponsored by Wash and Go. Links in the chat. Get involved in that competition. Big shout out to Wash and Go. And if you want to get your own Wash and Go, which I use every day, 2-in-1, links in the description to get it delivered to your door through Amazon. So thank you very much to Wash and Go. But don't forget the competition to win a kit with Wash and Go on the front for a team that you play for, or your kids, or somebody else. Get in the link in the video description and enter the competition. Fantastic competition there. To be honest, all our fragilities, Maguire, midfield, slow tempo, lack of crosses, and more have been exposed in this half, says Fahat. Ronaldo is the biggest problem. We need... No, okay, I'm not reading you anymore. You're an idiot. And have a GCSE tomorrow at 9:30, and watching this might actually make me break down in tears, says Ben. We've kicked off the second half here. I will tell you how many seconds we are in a minute. I tell you what, it's a sad state of affairs when United are getting embarrassed in the Champions League and people are celebrating the fact that Burnley are winning. How hard have we fell off? It's terrifying, really. We are 30 seconds into the second half. No subs at halftime. What a surprise. All the ambition and rush to change things of a dead snail. Tuchel, Klopp, Pep, even Mourinho would change that at halftime. What's that by Fred? Fucking rubbish. So our first little bit of play in the first minute of the second half when we need to come out and do better. A simple ball into Fred who kicks out for a fucking throw-in. Yeah, that's the team talk out the window. David Fleming says, why is Pogba wearing gloves? Don't know. Is it cold? The players look rattled and we're being totally outfought by an average Atletico team. Amazing how we look so off the pace and lacking chemistry. It's like there is no plan except to go sideways, says Lamar. We've won another corner here. I don't know how they've won a corner. Good to see Tottenham losing. Emil, I couldn't give a shit about Tottenham losing. Like, I am not getting excited about being embarrassed in the Champions League and then getting excited about qualifying to be in it as fourth place again. I mean, you may as well put a Glazer t-shirt and cap on. Couldn't give a shit about fourth place. Fourth place gets you back in here. Llorente shoots wide from the edge of the box. Would you please explain to me how we didn't go for Kamara or Zakaria in January? Anyone is better than Fred. Joseph, it's because we've got crap owners, basically, who think they know best, which is why the club's in the mud. The only way is up, though, because that first half was absolutely abysmal. So the only way is up. It can only get better. Jay, who's on the forum, just said to me, Ranić's taking the piss picking Maguire and Rashford. Well, it just confirms what people's concerns are, doesn't it? Who's picking the team and why are these players being picked? Favoritism. And they're moving the ball around so much better than us. That's a lovely cross. Well done, Lindelof. For me, Lindelof's been the man of the half. Mark, this is the pits. Cannot go any lower, says Mr. Dan United. I mean, Lindelof is the only player that's played well for me. He's out of position. Corner to Atletico Madrid. Very good corner. We've cleared it. Good. The fuck is going on there? A long ball goes forward in between about 5 United players and João Felix controls it. Bit of an attack here from United for once. Bruno with what the fuck is that by Bruno? We don't talk about Bruno tonight. The players have done that. Mark, read this silently. Were we really worse than any of this on the pitch under Jose? It was the early stages of media manipulation by the Glazers and we got sucked in. This board will never help the managers. We are down bad, says Sharath Math Fitness. Hey, mate. Look, Mourinho should have been sacked. The players got him the sack. The club got him the sack. But I do agree that with Mourinho getting sacked, but I stayed with Mourinho a lot longer than a lot of other people did. I didn't go Mourinho out until about 2 months before he was sacked. A lot of people were out a lot before that. And I think Luke Shaw's going to get booked here. But there's absolutely no doubt that Mourinho is the best coach we've had post Sir Alex. He won the bloody Europa League and Carabao Cup. This needs a total change of formation. There's no outlet to midfield from playing out from the back. Madrid know exactly what we're doing and pressing hard. Sick of Pogba and Maguire disappearing in the biggest games, says ABC. Useless overpaid princesses. Do you think we can take a draw at Old Trafford, says ABC? Mate, I don't think you concluded Pogba in the same thing as Maguire. And also Bruno would have to be added in that, as would Rashford. Forget the second leg. This tie is more than over. No way we touch them because we will do the same at Old Trafford, says Kay. And when Pogba inevitably leaves, would you take Renato Sanchez, says Zach. And Mark, I've been watching Man United since 76, FA Cup against Southampton. This is the lowest I've felt about them, says Tony. I think the problem with it is, Tony, is, and, you know, fair play to you for watching because, you know, people who've been watching us that long have seen a lot more than most of us. The problem for me, Tony, is, and I keep saying this and I get called negative and sometimes people agree with me when we play bad and then when we beat Leeds, I'm being negative. But I think our only hope is the short term because I just really think in 18 months, we could be in a worse position than now. I don't see this getting any better. There's too many players at this club that aren't going anywhere, that aren't good enough. You know, there's no way we're going to sell Maguire in the summer. And there's plenty more like him. They're not going anywhere. In fact, the players that are decent are leaving. Like Cavani, for all his injury problems, is one of our best players. He's going. Pogba, for all his issues that we've had with him over the last 6 years, he's going to go. We're going to keep the crap and we're going to lose the good player. And Ronaldo will probably go as well. Is Rashford playing, says Jay? Well, yeah. He's playing. Objectively speaking, put Shaw next to Varane. He will shine, says Sharath Math Fitness. This is Bruno's worst game, Keevan. I agree. Well, here's Rashford. You know what frustrates me? And I'll write this down as well. Why Rashford on the left? Not only are we picking a player that doesn't deserve to start, we're now picking him to accommodate him in a position that he wants to play in ahead of somebody who's been brilliant in that position. I mean, this is the genius of Manchester United. Lindelof's our best player playing at fucking right back. He should be playing centre back and Maguire should be dropped. And then Rashford, who shouldn't even be bloody starting, but if he's going to start, should be actually playing on the right wing, is playing in bloody Sancho's position. And Sancho has to accommodate Rashford. It's just ridiculous. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. Maguire should be sat on the bench with Rashford. Sancho should be playing on the left wing, and Lindelof should be playing at centre-back. Fazy said, but Mark, Rashford is a left winger. That's not my bloody point, mate. We have a left winger who's been one of our best players, who's now been pushed to the right wing to accommodate Rashford. It doesn't make sense. You don't move one of your best players out of their position to accommodate somebody who's not been playing well. You put somebody who's not been playing well on the right wing. You say, fucking jog on, mate. You've been shit this season. You put a shift in on the right before you get to play on the left. United are in the shadow of City. It's stupid, says James. Chelsea have already beaten Atletico. Embarrassing result from United, says Vaz T. Is Bruno? Edge of the box. Oh. I've said it a few times, won't really be able to make too many changes to the team until 2025, assuming we don't give out any more Lingard-style contracts, says Red Devil. Need to bring on Matic, Delo and Elanga, try and get back in the tie. Social media nonsense after Leeds shows we're Scamchester United and reality bites, says DJ. And if people think we're only a Declan Rice and Harry Kane away from challenging for a title, they're living in a fantasy world, says Eddie. We're 5 signings needed at the least. And seriously, if you put Maybury where Fred is, playing Woody would be any worse. I think it'd be a huge improvement, says Nate. Yeah, but you know what? This is it. It's the same mistake the fans make all the time. After the game against Leeds, Fred does an interview. Oh, he's fucking brilliant. We all love Fred. Oh, Fred. Oh, he's so underrated, Fred. He had half an hour good against Leeds and scored a goal. And he's fucking brilliant. And he's been shit tonight. This is the problem. Maguire, Fred, McTominay, they can all give you one good game every 5 or 6, but they can't do it week in, week out. Did we really expect anything different from this game from the previous game, says Jay Sabby? I did. I expected a bit of momentum. I expected a bit of confidence. I love Bruno, but he should be coming off. Push Pogba up to the 10 position. Matic in midfield, says Bradley. Atletico Madrid on the attack. Good tackle by Lindelof again. This is just pain. Can't watch this without beer. Please just bench Captain Harry, says Tony. Right, United got a bit of space here down the right-hand side. Sancho, Pogba, Fred. Oh, it's a bad pass by Pogba. It's a good tackle by Pogba, that. Oh, fuck off, Rashford. Bloody hell, mate. And that's it. Take him off. Take him off for that. Bloody joker. He gets the ball 35 yards out. He's got Luke Shaw on the overlap. He's finally got a bit of space. You know what he does? He thinks he's going to score from 35 yards and he hits it for 3 points. I don't care who you are. Bruno, Pogba, whatever. That's a bloody shambles in a Champions League game. That is a joke. To do that in a Champions League game, to think you are going to score from 35 yards out against Oblak in that situation, that tells you a lot about a player's ability to change and think logically. It's just ridiculously bad decision. I mean, I don't even know why anyone would think to do that. Bruno, Pogba and Rashford have been absolutely pathetic, says Patrick. I agree. I think all three, you know, funnily enough, they're 3 of my favourite players. You've got to call it out. You can't have agendas. You've got to call it out. They've been crap. Fred again. Play the simple pass, Fred. Okay, now Fred's been crap as well. The only positive is it's 1-0. Like, we could get a 1-1 draw here and reset. Mark, we need some Ollie Ball second half spirit show, says Nickett. I tell you what, I mean, look, Bruno's been crap, and I've seen Bruno be crap this season, but the one that's disappointed me the most is Pogba. And not in a hate way at all. I like Pogba, but the worrying thing is, I just didn't think he had this sort of performance in him in the last few weeks. He's been so consistent. Hopefully he can turn it around. Sancho was a right winger at Dortmund. Playing off the left was to accommodate Rashford. Also thought this game would suit Fred. Clearly not, says Benny. Nice play by Ronaldo. Here we go. Lindelof whip across. No. Drop Bruno is what I think, but for who is the problem? Some good ball here. Come on, Bruno. Lovely play by João Felix. He'll get booked there, Lindelof. It's a shame. It's a shame. Everyone put in your drink orders. It's booze o'clock, says Sean Finity. Harry would be brilliant at the linesman position on a nice Sunday day down in Stoke. Local Sunday League team, says Barry. Give the captain's armband to any opposition player, says Joe. And Atletico are constantly playing diagonals to isolate Lindelof. No wonder they're playing Felix over Suarez. Smart move from Simeone. Says Zephyr. Hello, Mark. Do you think Rangnick is playing Lindelof at right back because he's too scared to drop Maguire? Says Tish. Yes, I do. I do. I've been impressed with João Felix. I know he's a good player, but he's had so many injuries lately. He didn't really play in the Euros. It's been annoying how good he's been today because he's not played a lot. Well, I've not really seen him play a lot for probably 2 years, but he's a good player. Good block by Varane. I'd lose my shit if I see the not result we wanted. We go again, tweets. Bottler's doing my head in, says K-Flow. Ball into Ronaldo. It's too long. I mean, we say subs. He doesn't really have any subs to make, does he? The attacking subs, you're going to get booked for that, Fred, surely. No, he's gone away with it. What subs have we got on the bench? I'm having a look. Mata, Lingard, Alanga. Realistically, we need a centre-back, a left-back, right-back, 2 midfielders, a left winger, and a striker, owner, manager. We are doomed. So much garbage in this team, says Aram. Look, why do you think I keep worrying about the next 18 months, mate? I don't see a solution. This has been another poor performance from United. Terrible. I'm very worried long-term, says Mohammed. And Rashford hasn't made a pass to a Man United player, says Brian. Please subscribe, by the way. We're only 30 away from 280,000. We lose this game, you see a Juve Atleti comeback, says Antonio. Henderson for Rashford, says Joe. Well, yeah, we've got 2 keepers on the bench. I'm very surprised Rangnick hasn't made a change. I'm very surprised he hasn't. Because we're playing on Saturday afternoon as well. And who's going to play on Saturday afternoon that's not playing here? Mctominay, maybe Cavani. You know, you've got to start thinking about that. Foul on Pogba there. Burnley are going to beat Spurs. Cracking result for Burnley. That title relegation battle is getting really interesting. Burnley would only be 2 points behind Newcastle with a game in hand. Spurs absolutely bottling it. So excited for this game. It's just sad 10 years of it, says Jack. It's the fans I feel sorry for. We get so excited about it and the players just can't deliver. You know, I literally said it before kickoff, didn't I? Really excited about this game, but we can't control what happens in it. We've got no control. Donny's better than all these pretenders, says Jack. Crazy to think Justin Bieber is one of the most popular artists of our generation and is now wearing the number 7 shirt for Atletico Madrid, says Ryan. Our fullbacks can take on anyone and our midfielders can't take on anyone and our midfielders are heavily man-marked. By the way, Atletico are without their 5 best players, Carrasco, Lemar, Griezmann, Suarez and Coke. Says sobering thought, sub. But maybe we'll score from this corner, this cross. Bruno takes it. It's a good cross. Oh, headed away. Edge of the box. Good block by Sancho. Good hit by Sancho. Good block by Atletico Madrid. Rashford loses it again. Fucking get him off. Game booked, Rashford. I do not know what to say about Marcus Rashford. This is a player that I've always really liked. I can't understand it. I even said in the preview, I wouldn't be surprised if he turned up. He's going to turn up at some point. He can't keep playing like this week in, week out for months. There's a myth that we will go to Old Trafford and win it. It's nonsense. We play terribly there too. Remember, Middlesbrough, says Twiz. Right, 3 substitutions for United, all defensive. Now, well, the match reaction is going to be hilarious. So Wan-Bissaka's coming on, Tellez is coming on, and Matic is coming on. Lindelof off. Man of the match off. Rashford should voluntarily not play even if selected, says Jazz. Mark, what the hell? Why no Delo? Pogba off. Rashford needs to come off. He's been our worst player, and that's saying something, says Brian. Pogba, Lindelof, and Shaw off. So our man of the match comes off, and Maguire and Rashford stay on. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. Mate, you know, we've got players in that team who are too powerful. It's as simple as that. It's player power. Whether it's coming from the board or Darren Fletcher or Murta or whether Ranić's just not strong enough, this is just pure player power. We're 1-0 down because of one of these lads, and he's still on the pitch because he's got the captain's armband on. You know, you got... I don't know why Wan-Bissaka's coming on instead of Delo as well. What's Delo done now? You know, last few games I saw Delo, he's very good. He's now on the scrap heap. Does he not watch our preview shows? Delo's English, Ralph. You can pick him. He can be in your favourites, gang. It's painful how dreadful Rashford is, says Alec. And Rashford needs to stick to Vogue and Burberry. He's done as a footballer. Tried to be a Beckham and failed, says Ollie. Are we trying to win this game? I'm confused, says Anthony. I think we're trying to keep it to 1-0, mate. Ranić just must not get the permanent job. He's just solidified it today, says Gergo. Mark, can you say hi to my boys, George, James, and Ollie? Only because they're all suffering with United playing crap too, says Steve. Hi to George, James, and Ollie. Hope you're doing well, lads. Yeah, we're all in it together. We're all in it together. Well, this might benefit us because Matic can actually play for 20 minutes. So, and the game has slowed down enough. Good ball by Matic. Corner to United. Oh no, offside. Bruno was offside. Thanks everyone who's subscribing, by the way. We're really close to 280,000. Remember the United Stand. We're live every morning at 10 o'clock, every night at 8 o'clock. Get involved with the channel. You're very welcome. One day we might be good. With the subs, we are just accepting defeat and trying to limit the damage, says Daryl Street. Well, they're not subs to win a game, are they? I've always liked Rashford, but I worry he's turning into the new Lingard, says Jim. I can't tell you what's going on with Rashford. I'm confused. I'm just confused. Rangnick's gone ultra defensive with his subs. He's settling for 1-0, says Iram. And there really is zero chemistry between Rashford and Ronaldo. The divide is clear to see. The fans aren't stupid, says IQ. If Salah played for Rashford for Liverpool, he'd been taken off, says Brian. It feels like our club is being run by Liverpool fans, says Joshua. Well, player ratings is going to come out very soon. You can tell everybody what you think about some of these players in there. Mark, if we get 20,000 likes on this video, will you make a Maguire diss track? I don't want 20,000 likes on this video, mate. It's not really going to be one that I remember and look back with fondness. You know, I'm sorry, disappointed, to be honest with you. Look forward to this for a long time. We have as fans, you know, you just expect a performance. You cannot trust this team. I've been saying this for about 3 years. Remember the end of Ollie's first season? He wasn't even the manager. He was at the interim, and I think we got stuffed by Everton. And you know, you can't trust these players. Whatever you think about the manager, you can't trust these players. Lindelof, man of the match. Can't criticise Ronaldo when he's had no service, says Ambi. Well, Ronaldo won't get a good score, but I do agree. It's a bit like Sancho, isn't it? He's had a crap game, but he's had no service, really. Mark, do you think the board are forcing the manager to pick Maguire, says Omar? I don't know. Maybe the manager's not strong enough to drop him. You know, the manager's the manager at the end of the day. I think you've got to look at the manager. It's clear to see Ralph has favourites like Ollie, says Aston. And this is absolute joke. Why do they make us suffer as fans? I've never remembered it in my whole life, says Eduardo. Corner to Atletico Madrid. Good header. I think it was Varane. João Felix. Volley. I don't know why he was trying to volley that, but thankfully he did. This is absolutely a joke. That was Eduardo. Thank you very much. Thanks to Wash and Go for sponsoring the show. I think we all feel like that. Wash our hands and go. I think the players need to wash and go because they're covered in shit, because they are shit. Have a wash and go. But links in the video description. If you want to get a kit for your team or someone you know, enter the competition. You could get a kit, a brand new kit, sponsored by Wash and Go. Big shout out to them for doing that. Also, you can get your 2-in-1 shampoo, which I use. I do use it. I've got loads of it. And you can get it delivered to your door through Amazon through the link in the description. Shampoo and conditioner. Convenient, quick, and you can wash and go. Fred. Ooh, I thought he'd nearly fluked a cross goal then. What do you think of Rangnick's decision, says Els? Crap. Absolutely crap. Well, I've just tweeted what I think about the Rangnick thing. What do you think of Rangnick's decisions? I just think he's outed himself as not being strong enough. You know, he didn't get the midfielder he wanted. He didn't get Lingard out of the club. He's still picking shit like Maguire and Rashford. You know, he's subbing off his man of the match. It's impossible to win when you have two undroppable imposters in the team, says Julian. Yeah, I just mentioned them, didn't I? Any manager that comes in has to sell Rashford, Maguire, Wan-Bissaka, Shaw and Fred, says John. Fred's just been booked. In all my years watching United, this is the worst bench we've had, says Clayton. Yeah, but you know what? Whatever you think about Martial and Donny van der Beek, and I think they're both very good, they wanted to leave, so they left. But the reason they wanted to leave is because they didn't get any game time. If we'd have given out fair game time, they wouldn't have wanted to leave, and they would be an option in a game like this. So that reflects badly on the club as well. What is Fred doing there? Shot over the bar. I mean, look, he made those 3 defensive subs with 25 minutes to go. Right, Griezmann's coming on. Alanga's coming on. This has got to be for Rashford. Lamar and Griezmann coming on. I think Atletico Madrid fancy a second goal. Yeah, Rashford's off. About bloody time. I'm sorry, I don't like applauding a substitution, but that should have happened it should have happened at half time. Griezmann is on and Lamar is on for Atletico Madrid. They might fancy a goal here. João Felix comes off. Lodi comes off. It's nice to see the best Portuguese number 7 player. I haven't watched Atletico in a while, says Toon. And maybe Ollie didn't have favourites and he was forced to play certain players too, says IQ. Felix has been outstanding. Yeah. Well, it's a sorry state of affairs because this is not the game it should have been. But we're basically hoping we can keep this to 1-0 for Old Trafford. It wouldn't be unlike United to. It wouldn't be like unlike United to go and get a late equaliser here. I know I'm talking out my arse, but you know, you never know. Right, player ratings are out. UnitedStand.com. I'm going to whack the link in the video description for you anyway. But I mean, the scary thing is Wan-Bissaka, is Bruno, Fred. He's given it right on the edge of the box. I tell you what, I didn't even think it was a foul. This could be it, Bruno. This could be it. Well done, ref. Nice one. I don't think it was a foul. Oh, probably just enough was. Ref's probably got that right. Crystal Palace are beating Watford 4-1. We're playing Watford on Saturday. Yay! 3 points. 5-0 to Liverpool against Leeds. Good free kick position for Manchester United here. You know what? I'll be like Paul Scholes against Atalanta when we got that late Ronaldo goal and we didn't deserve it. I'll laugh if we score from this because it'll just be so like United to play absolutely shit and still get a good result. And most of all, well, I'm going to wait. I'll wait till we score, if we score. Ronaldo. I don't think this is a Ronaldo area. I think this needs to be a Telles. to be honest. I think it's too close for Ronaldo. I don't know what everyone else thinks in the chat, but I think this is, I mean, I hope it works, but I just feel from this area, it's a bit close for Ronaldo because it needs to be width, not power. What do I know? I have been wrong in the past. Go on, Tellez. Ronaldo hits it. No. It's not Ronaldo's range. 6-0 to Liverpool against Leeds. Ten minutes to go. Player ratings, I think the link's in the video description. It's below the wash and go stuff. Yes, it is. Or you can go to unitedstand.com. Bruno slips it into Alanga. This is your chance, mate. Yes! Sit down. Sit down. Alanga's done it again. Manchester United 1-1. Sit on it, La Liga. Sit on it, La Liga. We're so crap and we've still made it 1-1. I love it. I love it. I absolutely love it. We've played absolutely crap and we've still drawn with Atletico Madrid. Sit on it, La Liga. I told you. I told you. La Liga's crap. It's absolutely crap. We can play like that and still get a point. Love it. Alanga, what a finish as well. What a finish. What a finish. Bruno has been rubbish. Brilliant assist. And Alanga puts it past Oblak. I mean, I don't know what Oblak's angles are there because it's in the center of the goal. But relief, relief! We're going to win it. We're going to win the Champions League, everybody. We're going to win the Champions League. Bloody hell! Oblak is crap. That's not even in the bottom corner, and it's gone well past his foot. His angles are rubbish, but we'll take it. 1-1. Lingard's coming on for Sancho now. Alanga. Let's get to that final whistle. Let's try and find a bit of form and let's get back to Old Trafford. Alanga needs to start ahead of Rashi. Oh, he's got 2 goals in 2 games, DJ. He's got to start ahead of Rashford. I mean, I'd start Henderson ahead of Rashford. I tell you what, it's a dangerous. I was thinking about this before the game though, and I will just drop it in. Look, we have been crap. I don't think we can deny the fact that we've been crap, and in some ways, the draw will mask some disgustingly bad performances from certain players tonight. But Bruno's been crap. But this is the thing about Bruno. Even when he's rubbish, he can still produce something. But I was thinking about this before the game. If we lose this game 1-0 at Old Trafford, we're pumped up. We know we've got to win or we're going out. If you draw it, we need to keep that same mentality. If we draw this game, it's basically a one-hit wonder at Old Trafford. So I hope we can keep that. I hope we can keep the same mentality. They cannot drop Elanga for a long time. He's played too well recently not to play over Rashford, says Barry. Well, no, it's a bit, for me, it's the same as Lindelof. You know, you've got to play Rashford. You've got to play Elanga over Rashford, and you've got to play Lindelof over Maguire. But he's subbed Lindelof off. Oblak pulled a hando there, positioning all over. Oh, mate, Kay, I'm glad you noticed it. From somebody who's done goalkeeping and anybody who's done any goalkeeping, how he's been beaten on his foot by that much, and the ball still goes very central in the goal. His angles are abysmal. I mean, I agree with what people say. Oblak is. I don't know what's wrong with him. Why is Elanga getting in those spaces and Rashford not? Says Sebastian. Rhythm is a dancer. Anthony Elanga, try and stop him if you dare, says Sean Finity. But look, that's not our fault. That's not our problem. You know, the keeper's made a massive error. Look, watch here. This is the angle. Look at Oblak. His angles are terrible. Absolutely terrible. He's left so much of the goal, and that's not even in the bottom corner. I'm criticising the Atletico Madrid goalkeeper, but actually I'm very happy about it. But his angles are terrible. Mm-hmm. 5 minutes to go. I did see that Spurs lost. Elanga proving Rashford's just a pace merchant, says Duracell. Pity matches isn't 5 years longer. Midfield has been so much better since he came on. Kieran Byrne. Well, we said it when he came on, didn't he? For 20 minutes, Matches can do your job. He just can't do it for 60. Is Elanga going to be the player Rashford was meant to be? Looks like he has more attributes than Rashford ever had, says Jeremy. Well, yeah, but you know, was it a couple of weeks ago? People were saying Elanga's crap. You know, you've got to, he's a young lad. You've got to give him time. Oblak did a Dean Henderson, says Ryan Barnes. I'll put my hands up and say Oblak is crap. I don't know how it's happened, because for me, he was one of the best goalkeepers in the world. But he's not at the moment, is he? Mark, this team is crap. The football is crap, and the manager seems like just another puppet for the Glazers. I worry about getting to that final, says Ash. Mate, I wouldn't think about the final. I'm not even convinced that we'll beat them at Old Trafford. But the point is, let's just keep it open. Let's keep ourselves in it. Thanks everyone who's watching, by the way. Please subscribe. Bottom right-hand corner, match reactions coming up after this one. So make sure you do your player ratings. Mark every player out of 10, 6 being the average. I mean, it's an interesting thing because it's not, you know, if you'd said to me at the start of the game, would you take 1-1? Oh, Griezmann's just hit the bar. If you'd said to me at the start of the game, would you take 1-1? Yeah, I would, because it just means you write it off, and then it's at Old Trafford. But in these circumstances, I think we're very fortunate to get 1-1, and I think some of the players have been disgusting, absolutely disgusting. Some of these substitutes, not substitutes, first teamers have put in shockingly bad performances. Oblak was panicking at the breakaway, and I think that's why his angle was so wrong. I don't know what happened, but he's lost his mojo, says Duck. And Mark, the team is crap. The football have done that one from Ash as well. Yeah, Griezmann just hit the bar. I just want to get to full time now. Take the point. We've got away with it if we get a point. I think we all know that. Yeah, it's not. I've just been. It's not a point. Yeah, it's a draw. I don't normally like draws. In these circumstances, I bloody love it. It saved me a load of shit off social as well. You know, not losing to a La Liga side is hilarious if it doesn't happen, because I really did think we were going to lose. We've actually deserved to lose as well. So to not lose would be a big bonus. And Atletico Madrid have only got themselves to blame. You know, if we go to anywhere and play like this, we definitely do deserve to lose. So to come out of it and not losing is it's fantastic. It's absolutely incredible. Absolutely fantastic. Get another defender on, Ralph. Park the bus. You've got my permission. Park the bus. Let's get back to Old Trafford and start again, which is what we do get to do, remember. This first leg means nothing now. No away goals. So basically, it just becomes a game. It's all Old Trafford, isn't it? May as well be 0-0. Whoever wins that game, it's a one-shot wonder. Hi, Mark. Please, could you wish my mate Reese a happy birthday? He's a Chelsea prat but loves United Stan, says Jason. Happy birthday to Reese. Hope you have a good day, as long as that doesn't mean United losing. Brand's been immense, says Sebastian Bodry. Anyone seeing our 80 million captain open his mouth this game, says Keenan. You know what, though? I mean, if you're absolutely being honest, you could probably say that Maguire, I mean, he's not been good. He's not made any more mistakes apart from the one that cost us the goal. 4 minutes added on here. But, you know, I'm not going to pretend that Pogba's not been good. I actually don't think that Bruno was that good, but he's ended up with an assist. I don't think Fred's been that good. I thought Rashford was abysmal. I don't think Sancho's done much. I don't think Ronaldo's done much. But I think some of the players, you can put it down to the fact that they've played in a game that's Matic might be injured here. Nobody's been good. It's not 2-1, by the way. It's just people in the chat putting 2-1, even though we're absolutely bang on for the time, and Matic is down injured, so it's not 2-1. But the performance of some players goes beyond getting away with it. I mean, man of the match for me is probably Lindelof, isn't it? One of the Swedes. You could give it to Alanga. You could give it to Lindelof. Yeah. Mods, you've got my permission just to block the lot of them. Don't worry about it. I don't care whether they're members. I don't care whether they've been here for weeks. They can be blocked. They can be here for years and they can get blocked. It makes no difference to me. No times out. Just block them. Cross comes in. Imagine if United win this. Tellez, Ronaldo, Varane. Let's give him the free kick. It's not going to happen. Minute to go. Player ratings, links in the video description. Mark every player at a 10. 6 being the average. One minute to go. Fred's put the tackle in. Down the line to Sancho. Mark, I feel Ronaldo has tried to contribute, says Nickett. Yeah, there's not enough been going on. I mean, we've literally got about 20 seconds to go now. Very sad not to see Sue come out tonight, says Felix. It's been a very sad performance from United. It's been a very good result, but it's been a very, very sad performance. I mean, it's just not been very good. The players will come out and say, we go again at Old Trafford, same old bollocks. But these sort of results tend to actually do more damage, even though it's a positive result. It'll probably do them more damage because they will go, well, we've got a good result at the end. It will. Wan-Bissaka, come on. Lingard with the shot. That's going to be it. That's going to be it. Ref should blow. Well, I tell you what, I'm not going to hide from all the notes I took before we scored. The final whistle goes. I still think there's some big questions to be asked about that team. Rubbish. We got away with it. We definitely got away with it. Is that down to the fact that Atletico Madrid are not that good? We're very lucky to get a draw out of that game. The players will probably say they showed fight. They showed shite. You know, if I see Maguire and people like that going, wow, yeah, look at us, great result, lads. You fucking contributed to the shit that we performed. Ronaldo looks pissed off. He doesn't look happy at all. And he's right. And I applaud Ronaldo for that. You know, it was a shit performance saved by a youngster, effectively. And I'm fed up of it. I'm fed up of watching United put in that sort of a shit performance. And until we clear house, we're going to keep doing it. But hopefully we've given ourselves a chance of getting through to the next round now because we're very lucky. We're very lucky. And I'm very happy that I can say that we didn't lose to a La Liga side. But Ronaldo just basically walked off saying it's shit. So anyway, I will be over on the match reaction. Links in the video description for the player ratings. Thanks to Wash and Go. Make sure to enter the competition. And I'll see you on the match reaction in about a minute's time where we'll talk through a lot of the things I've spoken about, some of the crap performances from some of these players that should not be wearing a shirt, and a big reason why I wouldn't keep Ranić as the manager. I'll see you over there in a minute.